transition us over and we can get into game a little bit. And as I maybe try to find the mood, does who maybe both of you guys, if you want, can collaborate and figure out what happened last time? Let's just go over the important stuff, where we're at now. Yeah.
So we're on this challenge from this village, right? They think we're part of some prophecy. Um, they want us to walk up the mountain. Well, they want us to do the bidding of a semi-benevolent amalgamation of spirits that lives in a cave. Um, was to travel up the mountain, grab some sort of eternal flame and bring it down, killing animals on the way and burning their bodies. And yeah, we're on our path to that. The most recent scuffle we got into was with a couple of gorillas who beat us pretty badly, and I think I'm the only one standing currently.
Oh, are you standing? I forgot. I thought it was the other guy,
Not this
Eric.
time. No, this time he
No.
went down and you
Oh,
went
right.
down.
Yeah, that's right. Uh, okay. One more time that Theomore is
Saving the party.
saving everything. Um, yeah. We need to catch an eagle, a giant eagle. I'm pulling up my notes. Um, a, a ram, and I
Mm.
think is that it? Is that all we have left?
Are you
I
talking about halves left, or you need to do
Yeah,
total?
what we have left. Uh, yeah, we got the ape. Yeah, we have an eagle and a ram left. We have only two left.
And
Uh,
it really might be that simple. Yeah, you're right. Because we no, yeah, we got the big, well, one of the big problematic ones.
um, okay. Uh, I think that's it. Yeah, I think we just got beat up by the gorillas. Um, we got our boar and everything. I can't remember any other details. We checked on that wizard's door, that wizard lock door in the cave, but nothing seems
Mm.
to be going on there. Yeah.
one thing I
Yeah,
wanted to sort of bring up, which I was actually
sure.
thinking about um, this morning, is that in terms of magic, so we have like the spells that are available to us through the rule books. Um, one thing I just kind of wanted to leave out there, and this is not necessarily something that you guys can do, is that there might be like other spells or like rituals or like items or like whatever that have like different or that can do different things that isn't necessarily like in in any of the rules. Like it's not like a spell that's like listed. So like for example, I don't know. I don't know. Let's say there's like some floating islands like somewhere, like floating in the sky,
Yeah,
for example. And let's say like there's magic that brought them floating in the sky. That's not really like a spell that you can find like in the rule book to like make something like, but it's
of
gonna
course.
be there for some reason. And so
Mm.
maybe it took like a lot of time for these people to cast it. Maybe there was like it's like a one-time like spell use sort of thing. So it's not really something you can like go and like learn. But I just wanted to make your minds more aware that like maybe you'll come across something that you can't easily explain through. Oh, this is the hold portal spell. Like
This
oh,
is the Lift Island spell. Yeah,
yeah, like there might also be like conditional spells. So like maybe I'll like combine things like oh so maybe like the yeah like oh maybe this is a spell that activates on like a certain thing, and usually you'd think like oh this is probably like a high level thing, but maybe it's explainable in some other way. So anyways, I just wanted to say I wanted to start thinking about the magic system at least in the world building, not necessarily like in combat. not in our gameplay for you guys, but in terms of world
Mhm.
building. I wanted to start thinking about it in a more loose manner, um, just a little bit. But I earned that.
Mhm. Yeah,
I wouldn't worry too much about it. I yeah.
sure. No, that makes sense. That like in general, magic phenomena can't always be explained by something very simple, or like by the conventional spells that we have access to always.
Um, yeah. So
Mhm.
we have let's pick back up. We're on the I have us on the 25th of Threely. I think we're on Threely. Um and two of our party members are down. We
Not
have
doing so hot.
Eric at now I'm not sure if you stabilized him. I imagine you did because I have him at a negative right now. Um I have him at -3.
I did stabilize him.
Okay. So he's at -3 if you want to keep track of that at that. And also Hal is at negative something. I don't have that written down.
I'm showing -2 right now. I can't remember if we decided. Do I bleed out for with the amulet, or do I
I
not bleed?
think we. That is a good question.
No, I think you said that he didn't.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
You don't bleed out. I think that sounds. Yeah, that's what we said at the
Yeah.
last. Doesn't because it makes it. It's a lot. What's it called? Yeah, the purpose of this was so that like yeah you don't like necessarily bleed out. Um, you don't die from that. I mean, you can still die obviously, but
Hmm.
or we think you can. Just throwing that in for fun. Yeah. So we're gonna say it doesn't bleed out. I have like a little bit of the text for that. But yeah, we're good. Okay.
Yeah,
So Theomore,
that's me.
it's just you. I think an
It's just
ape,
me.
a dead ape.
Yeah,
Looking
though
dead, Arik, and Hal.
I think the last thing I talked about was dragging it, taking both Reek and Hal across the river, like into the woods here somewhere, to just like get them away from like immediate danger
Hmm.
and just kind of chill there.
Okay. Um. Yeah. You can. Okay. So let me. These.
Yeah.
You're gonna do one by one.
Yes,
Let's
but
do
I'd
a
make
little
sure that like
check here.
yeah, I make sure that they're never like I'm never out of sight of either of them. Like I can always see both of them.
Give me. Um. Give me a strength check for all three. We'll start with Hal, Arik, and the ape.
Sure, I think I'm at plus 13. That's a failure for the ape.
For Hal.
Wow. Second one is a success. Third one is a failure.
Makes sense. Arik might be the one that weighs the least.
Yeah,
You're finding it, especially you're tired.
yeah.
You've like fought, you've hiked, you've been traveling. Maybe not great sleep these past, but
This is true.
you're fine. This river is just a little bit like too heavy for you to like cross with these bodies and like carry them because the apes like what we said it was close
That
to
was a lot.
it was close to like 300 400 pounds or something so um it's just like way too heavy for you to carry without like becoming exhausted um and same with like Hal like you try to bring him over but in all his like gear and everything this is just you're gonna have to be on this side of the river. Now you could like you can start picking up a reek and then realize that you're not picking the rest up, but
Hmm.
you have to stay on that same side. Um,
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair. Because Hal is on the right side, anyways.
yeah.
And so I'll just move over Arik to the other side. I'll leave the monkey body for now, and I'll just get them like a bit further into the as far as into the forest as humanly possible. But eventually, I'll probably find some place to rest,
Mm-hmm.
set up a fire.
Awesome. Can you give me a d20?
Absolutely. 11.
Okay. So during, we're gonna pass some time.
Mm-hmm.
You can find a small nook where you can,
Yeah, a little
um,
grove or something.
yeah, where you can like hide everyone in bushes, and you can sort of just chill down and hopefully go unnoticed.
Yeah.
Um, but you're not really able to move this ape very easily. You're not strong enough. It's like way too heavy, and you're
Mm.
by yourself. That night, the night passes fairly uneventfully. We can go to the 26th.
Yeah.
But in the morning, you
Mm-hmm.
see in the sky, um, high up in the sky, a bird. Um, well, you think it's a bird. You imagine it's a bird. It's like super high up, so I guess it could be other. Could be
Sure.
something else. Um, and you see it circling a little bit above your area.
Interesting. I guess two thoughts are running through Theomore's head right now. Like either it is the caught the scent of the monkey or the ape, which makes sense. There are two corpses there. Last time he checked. Or we're dealing with the fact that it's noticed me, and that's less good. And we don't want that. So
Well, you couldn't really move the ape from its spot.
yeah,
So like even if you
and
guys
it's
like moved off screen a bit, the ape more or less stayed there.
exactly. And my point is, if that's the case, then I'm not in immediate danger. And I'm looking at my spells and I'm trying to decide if I have anything that I can actually use to meaningfully attack this creature. And I think I'm coming to the realization that maybe that'll be easier said than done. I have Burning Hands. I have Invisibility. No, wait, I don't. I have Levitation. Um, get a few magic missiles. Point is, not great for fighting this huge creature one-on-one.
No.
Hmm.
So
I think I'll wait and I'll see what it does.
you wait. It circles above, looking for some prey in the morning. It's an early bird. Early bird gets the ape, and it
Sure.
starts diving. And it's hard to tell because you might think it's diving at you since you're in fairly close
Yeah.
proximity. Um, and it comes. You're. I don't know actually how close you are to the river. How far did you? Um,
Like I'd want to get them at least like out of sight from the river. But
yeah.
with a dense forest, that might not actually be that far.
Yeah, so you
Say
might
like
not
a
be able to
hundred feet,
see
two
it
hundred
the
feet.
whole way. 100 feet's still pretty close, but you can
Yeah.
hear at least a bird landing near the river with great, like pushing away a lot of air with its wings
Hmm.
as it grabs grabs this ape and flies off.
Do I get? I'm a smart cookie, right? Do I have some sort of estimation of how long it stayed on the ground? Like I could probably hear it land and take off.
It landed, took. Let me just look at how big this thing is. Oh man, I know I read it, but it's okay. Let me just check the wingspan of this thing. It took it pretty quickly though. We're talking seconds.
Sure, sure, but it what I'm trying to get at is like it audibly landed, picked it up, and then took off instead of like it dived for it and picked it up, like
Um, it
maintaining its
came
momentum.
down, so it didn't swoop and just pick it up. It came down. You could hear the flaps of its wings, trying to push against like the velocity that it was going to when it was diving down, realizing it didn't probably have enough space to do a proper like picking it up,
Yeah.
and grabs it and then flaps its wings and goes back up. So it did stop. It did land briefly
Mm.
for a second. Um,
That's good information. When it leaves, or like once it's a few minutes out, when I can't see it in the sky anymore, I'd want to quickly dip over there and see, because we left two bodies there, two apes. One was levitated and eventually fell down.
yeah, the one that was levitated. Um, can you give me a D8, I guess? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, D8.
What I'm what I'm thinking is there are two
Actually,
bodies.
sorry, I'll
One
just
of
roll
them,
D8. Sorry,
yeah,
this should be a GM roll, honestly.
sure. You roll it then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But this was more for like the direction of the wind, because like the breeze
I
will
figure.
move it over, as we said earlier. But
Yeah,
during
it's
like
over the course of
combat,
like,
I don't know how much you're like paying attention to where the bear, or not the bear, the ape is, but
that's fair. I was just thinking it might have gone for the smashed up corpse rather than the mostly intact one, but I don't know.
well, you can eventually get back to that spot at some point during the day while you're resting.
Yeah,
Not able
I'm
to
not in a
find
rush.
either ape body.
Interesting. All right, well,
But what are you at again, Hal?
I'm at -2. Do I get any health back
hmm,
for the night?
Not on the first night, I believe,
Okay.
but on the second night you will. But if
Cool.
there's nothing that that Theomore is necessarily doing this day,
no. He's keeping a perimeter. He is scouting. He can easily light fires because he has burning hands.
yeah, give me a
I might as
D20.
well. D20 or
Yep,
yeah, okay. And that's a natural 20.
it's pretty good.
I see it. Oh, and also because I'm feeling confident, I'm gonna roll a D100 for. I'm eventually gonna use
For
my
loot. No, just um,
No, I'm gonna use my burning hands, and I gotta roll a system check, but I pass.
you're gonna use your burning hands for what?
Lighting a fire.
Oh, yeah, no, totally. You can do that without much of an issue. I was gonna say during this day, um, you actually get pretty lucky. Where as you're making it up the mountain, you can see that you look up the river a bit, and the river goes up into the mountain, and at some point it reaches a kind of crevice where the rest of the water like goes into the mountain. Like it comes from Yeah, it
Sure.
comes like directly from inside the mountain. Um, and you know that your, as a reminder, your directions where once the river ends, essentially, you keep making your way up. So
Yeah.
you're able to spot that this river doesn't go that much higher. Um, but you don't necessarily need to act on it right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can pass another day.
Basically, I see the a clear path to where we want to head.
Yeah, and on top of that,
Yeah.
well, yeah, I'll just give you that for now.
Okay. Good. I make a mental note of it. I continue to keep watch. Um, and I think I need to wait for Hal to get up. Um, guess if you'll allow me, I'll study my tattoos for the day, but
Oh yeah,
I
sure.
don't know if you'll allow me with the
Um,
wilderness being what it is.
yeah, you can. You don't. What's your name, Theomore? Yeah. Give me a. Or which one are you trying to do?
Um, currently looking up to find the sheet where I had it on. All at once. Give me 1 second. On. God, I was a little
And you're level
here.
3 right now, yeah.
I am level 3 right now.
Okay.
Sheet 2? Oh, here we go. Okay, okay, okay. Oh fuck! I had Ride the Wind as a spell. I forgot about that. That's sick. Nice. Mm, thinking about um wide parachute upside V where diaphragm is located.
Yeah, I have to look. Wide parachute upside down. Upside. Did I say upside V? Upside
That's what
down.
it says.
Should say upside down, but
That makes more sense, but
um, yeah, just because I wanted to do like it's like this. This is the shape. It's not a full triangle.
wait.
So
Oh, I see, I see.
yeah, give me a roll for it.
Absolutely. I pass.
Yeah, it's too high level.
Of course it is.
Uh, where's the upside down V? There it is.
Need to mark that in yellow.
Okay. Yeah, you can pass the
Okay.
day, and we can move to the 26th, and Hal can be brought back from the dead, I guess.
This is true. I mean, so should Eric too, right?
So
Well,
Arik gets 2 from level, gets like 1 from overnight. It's not good bed rest, so you're
no.
essentially.
But wasn't he down to -2?
Let me
I
double
don't
check
know.
that.
You know better than I do.
No, he was at -3.
Okay.
So he gets 2 for level, and I think because there's no tent, there's no bed. I'm only gonna give like 1 for like the whole day of rest plus like the shitty conditions. So he's
Mm-hmm.
up or he's at 0, which I guess mean he's not really operable.
Yeah.
You can maybe carry him, but he's like conscious. He's like in and out of consciousness, but he can't really move. He was beaten pretty bad.
He was. He was.
But
But Hal wakes up.
how's up?
All right. Yeah, I wake up. You said he's at 0, right?
Yep.
Okay. What are you at, Theomore?
Um,
You're at
for
full.
some reason, yeah, no, it says I'm at full,
Okay.
which I'll take it. I don't remember what HP I was at.
I don't think you ever got hit, did you?
I
Oh,
think it might have been the case of I actually never got hit because I let you guys take all the hits.
yeah, because I threw the rock at the gorilla as it was coming towards you, and it turned
Oh
around
fuck,
and it
yeah,
went
that was
towards
right.
me.
And then it
Uh,
you got to the other side of the river and you were like, "Oh, I'm safe now." It's
uh,
mauled. Yeah.
Then I will use my lay on hands on myself. Or no, I'll use it on Eric.
Yeah, what do you want?
I
What
can't
is his
remember
max
how.
HP? There it is. Yeah, how much do you get to heal? 6?
I think it's 6.
Okay. I'll just mark that down. I'll also put it on his. He has 6. There you go. There's a reek for you. Awesome. So, what's the plan for today? It's the 26th. You guys are up. Erika's close to full. He thanks you for the healing. He asks, what happened, but you guys can say gorilla attack, and he'll sort of begin to remember it. His memory of the fight is hazy. Is hazy.
Of course.
He got hit in the head, so he had a pretty
He
bad
did.
concussion. So.
Yeah. Say, well, we live, and I suppose that's the good news. But the slightly worse news is that our corpses got picked up by our winged adversaries.
Shoot.
I did
Did they
learn
get both of
some.
them?
Wasn't able to find the second corpse, so maybe, or maybe it simply drifted off when I lifted it.
Damn.
Is unfortunate. However, I think if anything, we learned some valuable information during this. It seems that the apes are too heavy to simply pick up mid-flight. You have to land first. That gives us an opportunity if we want to set up an ambush.
Yeah. I have about 100 feet of rope on me. 125 feet of rope. Trying to think. How are we going to get it? How big is a giant eagle exactly? How big are these things? Are they the equivalent to a horse? Or are they bigger?
They're bigger.
Okay.
Mm.
Would you say not as smaller than an elephant?
Well, it sort of depends on what exactly. Its wingspan will be bigger than an elephant.
Okay, so normally resting with its wings tucked to its
I mean,
side,
a regular
would you say?
so
In terms of mass, I guess,
yeah.
is what I
So
want to.
because even a condor, I think a condor wingspan is, I think, almost as wide as an elephant, and that's like a real bird.
Hmm.
So these are much bigger. Their wingspan is probably closer to 30 feet, ish.
Okay, so we're looking at something the size of a single engine aircraft.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, maybe even a bit bigger. But I imagine they're still pretty light, uh, given despite their size. They
Yeah,
don't weigh as much as an elephant, right?
probably not.
Uh,
No,
I'm
they're
just trying to
not
think of
rocks
how we.
either. Just to be clear,
Right, yeah, for sure.
they're kind of that
Try.
halfway zone between a rock and an eagle.
They're probably outside your weight limit on levitate, right, Theomore?
Yeah. And also, even if I could levitate them, it wouldn't work because they're flying creatures.
Well, I'm just thinking of what if we are able to trap and kill one, how are we going to get it off the mountain? I can't remember. Did we bring a cart with us this time? I know we talked about getting one. I think we got one actually. Oh, I did work for
We owed
Farmer
someone a
Joe.
nebulous favor. Yeah.
Is that his name, Farmer Joe? Yeah, you
I
did do
don't
work for
remember,
him.
but I
I,
will.
I, I do remember. No, wasn't it a woman? I'm pretty sure you
I
worked for a woman. I'm pretty sure it was a lady you worked for, but you did get a
I
cart.
remember us owing a nebulous favor to a farmer in exchange for renting his cart or her cart. Not
All I
willing to comment on if it is a man or a woman.
Well, either way, you do have a cart, or you did.
okay.
Um, oh yeah,
Wait, is it
you left the cart right before the ape fight
Mm,
okay? So it should
because like
still be there.
you guys put all your stuff there, and then Hal went up ahead, and then Hal like yeah bumped into, and then Hal got harassed by the ape, like they grabbed you and brought you closer in, but yeah, all your stuff was back there.
Uh,
right.
do Theomore, if you know how when you weigh like a chicken's bones against its feathers, the feathers weigh more.
Uh, no, but do go on.
I'm wondering if we do end up catching and killing this eagle, do you think it would still count to burn it if we pluck it first to get all the feathers off? Do you think it's would still be in the thing?
Not saying it's impossible.
I bet if we
Um,
pluck these things, they will weigh like, I don't know, 20% less. Not that I know what percentages are. Uh,
hmm, you become very wise very quickly.
A fifth less. I
Um,
mean, it's not this is not an unreasonable. Well, I don't know, even fractions, I guess. I don't know.
it
um,
would probably not break a large part of the animal, and as such, the soul would remain intact.
Maybe.
You
I
might be
just
onto
don't know if
something.
it's cheating. But um, if we were to like take a dead giant eagle and wrap ropes around it so that it's all tucked into a nice package, um, would we be able to fit this thing on the cart that we brought with us? Like its body, would it be able to fit on it?
Mm,
I mean,
Or is like the cart too small?
if you cut off its wings, surely.
Okay. I don't know if that. I don't want to destroy these bodies too much because I feel like that would
Well, even
make
if
it so we.
I mean, if you tuck in the wings, I mean, it should be the same as the body, honestly, because they're meant to be
Yeah,
like
so we hold it
aerodynamic when
together.
they're when you noticed that. Wait, who was the one who spotted it diving earlier? Not like today, but in the previous session.
That was
oh,
me when I
that
got
was Hal.
lifted.
Yeah, like when you see them diving, they become, well, it would have been a little far away, but they become like a needle in that sense because they're trying to be as aerodynamic as possible. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so their body, I mean, yeah, their wings are able to collapse in.
How big is the cart that we have? Is it like a decently sized cart, like I don't know, 8 feet
Um,
across?
yeah, it's about that. I don't think I remember writing down dimensions, but it was essentially meant for well, it was meant for farming, so it can, yeah, it's and horses to pull it, so
Okay, cool. So I was
because you were
picturing like
trying to
a
get the horse,
4 foot
but she
cart.
didn't give you the horse.
Yeah. Okay. I think we would be able to squeeze a giant eagle with its wings tucked in onto the cart.
Mm,
Yeah, it wouldn't
It
be.
would
I
be
mean, that was the
cumbersome,
point of
probably.
the cart.
yeah.
It should be good enough for this eagle.
Which also means it could fit a gorilla pretty easily too, if we can
Oh,
get one up on.
it can fit multiple gorillas. Like 300
Okay.
pounds on a cart or 400 pounds on a cart is like not a
Yeah,
lot.
start a gorilla trade. Um, okay. So we have a
Mm.
means to take it off the mountain. Um, Theomore, what do you think? Do you think we should heal up and continue on our path up the mountains to see if we can get the eternal flame, or do you think we should? Do you think we
When you
should?
were when you and Arik were in this post, I think I've located one of the landmarks. The
What is it?
spawning of the stream further up,
Oh,
and I'll point to it.
let me add to that point where you notice it goes like upstream, but the path, or sorry, the upstream goes into the mountain, but you can see there's like a ledge above, above the stream, and there's actually there was a wooden like bridge above the stream, and you're gonna have to get onto
Mm-hmm.
like that to like keep your making your way up, because like I said, the river stops, and it becomes a bit more cliffside. So you're gonna have to make your way. Either probably go right, um, climb up the mountain, and then cross in front of the river.
Mm.
But yeah, sorry, continue.
Uh, do do you think that there will be a guardian for this eternal flame? I don't think Mutu ever mentioned one, but I'm worried that there will be some kind of creature, monster, or spirit protecting it from being removed. Um,
To be quite honest, I hadn't thought about it, which may seem foolish in hindsight, but mm, ah, most likely this is well depends on what the eternal flame is. Might be more metaphorical than literal.
hmm.
I'm unsure, but we don't know. It's not something we can quite prepare for.
Yeah. Do you want to continue up the? Let's look and see if the eagle took the second uh, body. So I think we want to. I think I
Yeah.
actually just start poking around to see if that body's still hanging around or if it did indeed take it from us.
Yeah, roll D100. Outside of a miracle, finding these things are in a forest is impossible.
If anyone can roll a 20, it's you.
100. D100.
Oh my god. If anyone can roll 100, it's you.
You
Nope.
look around for a little bit. You're like, there's not even evidence, because it's not like this thing went through the. It's not like this thing walked through the forest and you can find its foot tracks. It dropped from the sky, somewhere. So, um, you're not able
Yeah.
to spot this thing.
Wait. We're in a forest. Can I hear a large swarm of insects anywhere around me? Can I stop and listen for one?
A swarm? I mean,
Like a buzzing, like a mass of flies anywhere.
you'll hear like a cicada here and there. You'll hear. There will be flies, but there's not like a swarm of flies. It depends
Okay.
on how we're. Oh, I see what you mean. Flies around a dead body would not be that loud, so yeah, you're not gonna be able to hear that. You can hear flies here and there. We don't really describe the little things that go on, but every now and again, you guys will get bitten. You guys will, flies will be buzzing around your head, but
Why? I don't know why they do that. It is the most annoying shit in the world when they go around your fucking head constantly when you're on hikes. I hate it so much.
they're looking for a
Sorry.
time to land and
Yeah.
bite you. If you're talking about like deer fly, they do that all the time.
I mean, flies are one thing. Gnats, however, are so much worse. Because
Oh,
they're
I don't
like
have
tiny and they get in your face and shit.
Oh, we don't have that here in
Oh,
Canada.
you don't? They're
God
like tiny
bless.
little things?
Yeah, they're in like Florida.
No.
I know. That's like the only time I've encountered them.
Of course. Of course.
Um.
All
Okay.
of wildlife. All
Well,
right.
you're not able to find this
We're heading up,
body.
right? Hmm.
Okay. Um, in that case, I think I don't know. What do you want to do,
I
Theomore,
also
Eric?
have
What
a
do you guys?
question for Hal for Hal over here. Did you? I don't think I have this. I remember us talking about this, but it's been a while. Um, did you ask for Lily to do anything specifically, like last time?
Last time,
Like,
no, I
she
don't
was supposed to go out and do something, or no?
I don't remember. Not last time. She. I remember I asked her to take care of or see if she could help Maury. Not Maury. Wait, is it Maury, the teenager?
Yeah, that's Maury, but
Okay. But that was a while ago.
that was a while ago.
Uh, I don't remember if I don't think I asked her to. Oh, I asked her to distract the gorilla. That's the only thing
Oh,
that I
okay.
can remember.
Okay, so she's here, but got it. Okay. Just wasn't sure if you asked her to do something and she was out and about, or if she's here or not. But okay. Anyways, what were you guys saying?
Um, I think we should head up, right?
Head up the mountain or back towards the base, back
I
towards
think
the
we're so
town.
far up, and at this point, we get this flame, we can actually start
Okay,
doing something with these bodies.
let's do it. Okay. Uh, I think we need a little bit more rest, because I'm limping around the forest, barely able to stand up at this point. If we can get one more day of rest, I think we can head out.
Fine, very well.
Awesome.
Do you want us to be on
Okay.
the lookout for something? See if we can.
Gorilla bodies and gorillas.
Thank you for your eternal wisdom, Hal. Of course.
Of course, anytime.
Yeah, give me that
Uh,
D20, just someone.
I'll do it.
Yeah, you go for it.
Okay.
Yes.
So you guys are spending the day resting. Are you learning anything, Theomore? Are you making any attempts?
I guess if we're chilling for one day, yeah, of course.
Are you guys chilling for one day?
I
Sorry,
Yeah.
What do you do, Hal, during this day? You and Arik, you guys just. Arik's more of a quiet guy. He's not a huge talker.
Oh, I'm gonna tell Arik the amazing world of competitive jousting and like describe it to him and like talk about all the best jousters back home.
Were you a
Even if
big
he's like
jousting
not
fan
particular.
back in the?
I was, yeah.
Yeah, it's this one thing
Uh,
where like he can't really conceptualize it, and like he's kind of like nodding along, kind of
yep.
seeming like he's like understanding, but he's not really understanding what you're talking about. And also like because of that, the interest doesn't seem super high. You know, it's like imagine just trying to talk to somebody about like a sport that they don't play, and they're like, "Oh, okay, yeah, that sounds cool. That's yeah, wow."
That's exactly what I would be doing, and I'd be super enthusiastic too. And I'd even try to rope Theomore into the conversation, like
He's
Theomore,
busy.
you know Sir Gantry, right?
mm, I'm familiar with the name.
5-time championship at the Queen's Court.
What of him?
He's awesome, right?
I suppose his prowess is revered throughout the Empire.
You know, when I was a kid, I wanted to be one of those jousters, but alas,
Mm,
our lives never work out. Maybe one day though. I just need a
mm.
horse. I bet there's
Do you
one
know
out
how
there
to ride
waiting
one?
for me. Oh yes, I
Mm,
managed to some of the farms that I worked on as a kid outside of the city. Uh, I managed to sneak some time riding the horses. Some of the other owners of the horses
mm.
allowed me to practice on them in exchange
Yes,
for
I feel
some.
like our progress would be a lot greater if we were on horseback. Make these journeys to other villages a lot simpler, safer.
Maybe one day we'll get there.
Well, it's a shame no one has horses in this god-forsaken country.
Well, what are you
True.
talking about? There are so many people with horses back in.
Yeah, but they won't sell them to us,
Well, I'm
okay?
just saying
They
they're
refuse.
there. They do have horses. It's just.
They didn't in fucking all of Rhineland.
That's true. I didn't really have horses in Rhineland.
Yeah, I don't think that there was even a farrier there. Like there was no blacksmith. There's nothing.
It's a shithole town.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing there? Just get rid of it. Anyways, it won't
Absolutely.
be. Look, we've been gone so long. It's not even gonna be there when we come back.
The city or the town that's been there for, likely over 100 years. All of a sudden, you guys are gone and it's destroyed fully.
We were the only ones
Literally,
holding it
that's what
together.
happened last time we left it,
We got
though.
attacked, but
You
it's
joke.
still there. Like it's not.
It was absolutely destroyed last time we went there.
This is definitely good empire propaganda. It's like, oh, if we're not there to protect it, it's gonna be destroyed.
Yeah, no, but literally that's what happened.
Yeah, I know.
You
I
joke,
hear you.
but
I
yeah,
hear you.
it's what you say, but unironically.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so Diamor, throw
We
me the spell you want to learn.
absolutely top of the index fingers. It's what it's called.
Oh, sorry,
Up.
top of the index fingers.
I pass it.
Um, yeah, no, you don't. No, wait, no, didn't you already attempt this?
Top of the index
Yeah,
fingers. Nope,
I
never
have
tried
you
it.
attempting this already, and failing.
Wait. Uh, Arrow on the back of the non-thumb finger, I fail. Thick stripes up and down the neck, I fail. Another pair of eye slits, I fail. But not this one. There's
I
the
have
thumb and finger.
top of the
Oh,
index fingers. Maybe there was another one that might have been a similar name that maybe you wrote down, or maybe I wrote down.
yes, thumb and middle finger on prints, I've tried. Um, a fist on the top of right fist, I've tried.
Oh, a fist on top of right fist you tried?
Yeah,
Oh, maybe that's the one because I don't have you marked down as. Did you pass or fail that one?
I passed that one.
Okay, maybe you did. Maybe the top of the index fingers, because sometimes, yeah, maybe I
Mm.
didn't write that. Maybe I put that on the other one.
Would I
Okay.
have?
Well, for the top of the index finger, you failed, so you didn't learn it
But wait, wait,
anyways.
wait. The fist on top of the right fist.
You
Would I
also
have gotten that if I?
no, you failed that too. No, no, I
That's
remember
too
you.
high level.
I remember you to trying to do it, and you did fail it.
So both I need to be higher level.
Yeah. Also, we talked about like the whole read magic thing,
Yeah.
or like detect magic or whatever it is, um,
So I'm down a
and
spell slot this today.
and um, oh well, yeah, there's that, but also you're able to see like which ones are like higher level and which ones are lower level. If
Oh.
I think we talked about that last time briefly.
I didn't remember that part, but
It was like a
all
change
right.
that I
Now
was
I know.
like, yeah, I mean, you should be
Yeah,
able to see which ones are like stronger than the other through like detect magic. I don't think you casted it though at any point. Um,
that makes sense. But if I were to cast it now, would I get like a general vibe?
yeah. How about we just, well, hmm. So read magic for would be to actually, you would need to like start learning the spell. So you'll need that to actually try to attempt to learn. Probably detect magic would be what you're going for. So I guess.
Sure.
Oh, but you
Guess
would
I'm
have
down.
to do one for each spell. Likely. Or no, do you
Oh,
just need to
really?
do it? Let me just look up detect magic. Spells.
Because that is a time duration. I don't cast it on an object.
Yeah, that's what I'm. So wait, detect magic. You have the player's handbook version. The wizard. Okay, yeah, you just get it automatically. So at some point you would have actually been able to see which ones are the higher level and which ones are the lower level. I know I said this differently, but just for the ease of things, uh, accidentally I did this when I first put it in the Roll20 message, but it's basically in order of level, so we can just go from there.
Yeah. So the thick lines,
Starts at the
blocks
lowest
alongside
level.
knuckle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lower level.
So if you do, yeah, so like the fist is pretty far down, so it's gonna be way too high level for you.
That's really interesting because the small bird wings on the outside arm until it reaches the wrist, that's the last one I have. Oh, I might have done them in some weird order.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Well, either way, you don't learn what you tried to learn, and we can,
And it's the day?
yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
another thing I wanted to do while I have downtime. Do I have any like spare scraps of leather or something?
Do you?
Trying to look to see if I can tear anything up.
I don't think so. I think the only
I
you
asked
have a little
Eric
bit
if
of
he has any
blessed
spare
leather
scraps.
from
I
from.
sneaked some less leather from the Amor's
No,
pack.
no, you don't. No,
You can
you
argue with
failed
him
to.
about this one.
He is guarding it like a hawk. He's finally gotten his hands on some blessed leather. He's not parting with it.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I asked
You
Eric
making?
if he has any uh any leather hanging small like thin strips.
You're gonna
He
talk
has
about what you're
leather.
using
Yeah,
it
he
for?
has no extra leather for you. He's
Damn.
wearing
Okay.
it.
What do you even need it for?
Uh, don't worry about it.
Um,
Well,
Eric
then you
says,
can have it.
if you give me enough time, if with the bodies, I can make some leather, but it takes time, a
Okay.
lot of time to make leather.
I don't concern yourself with it. It's uh of no concern.
Anyways,
Okay.
it's a new day. Set up the mountain.
Yes. We recover our level +2. Is that right?
Um, so you're only gonna get the 1 day because I don't. Do you guys even have a tent? I don't think you do. Um, any sleep you're doing is kind of out in the wilderness, right? It's kind of all bad sleep. Actually,
I think Eric was carrying the tent.
Eric might have been.
And we also have
It
a
was
cart
on
that we
the.
could load our tent onto anyways.
Right.
Yeah, no, I'm carrying the tent.
Okay.
Yeah, because without the tent, I don't think our little wizard over here would be able to get his spells back during the night. So,
Darn it. Yeah.
but you have the tent, so it's not that big of an issue. So you have yeah. So with that, you can probably get like what one for full day of rest, one for the night, and then two for your level, so four.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 3 first
Uh,
level, right? Because he's level 3.
Oh yeah, three for your level. Yeah. Sorry.
Sweet. Okay. And then I will use lay on hands on myself as well.
And also
I
Eric's
am
at
up to
7.
You'll
12.
become a healthy boy.
Okay. It's gonna be the 27th, and you guys can
We've been
make
gone for so long.
make your way up the mountain.
Yup. Yeah, we're gonna get that flame. We're gonna bring it back.
Don't worry
What
about it,
HP are
PM.
you at?
We're gonna be we're beyond Rhineland. It doesn't matter if it's there anymore. We're past it. We've gotten too big, especially by the time we get back. I am at 12 HP right now.
You got like what, 16 max?
16 max.
Same as me.
Tank
The paladin and the
wizard.
wizard, same HP. Muscle mage OP. Alright.
Okay.
We're walking.
I'm gonna just take you guys to. This is sort of the
Mhm.
map that I was more or less describing when you're. So this is what I mean by there's this cliffside, and the
Mhm.
river kind of goes into the mountains. But this becomes the water itself becomes too untraversable at this point.
Yeah.
So you
Oh, I
find
like
that
this
you
map.
can come and approach from the south because the south side of this map is lower than the north side of this map, and so you see that the
Mhm.
path makes its way up from that side. So you guys can go towards the south side of this map and find your way on. I'm just gonna put you guys down here, over here, and you're not at full HP for some reason, but that's fine. And where's Arik? Yeah, so you guys are walking on the side of the cliffside. And so with your
Mhm.
roll.
Wait,
Oh,
hang on.
yeah.
When I see this cliffside, I get a little bit nervous. Uh,
When I
I
see
look.
battle map, I'm starting to.
No, 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 no. Wait. When I see a cliffside, and I know that there's giant eagles about,
I'm just kidding.
I get a little bit. I get a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
Have you seen those videos of eagles throwing like goats off of the sides of cliffs? I don't want to be a goat here.
No, how
So
I have
wait.
not. What is this video thing you're talking about?
I saw it
I
in a
don't.
dream. I saw it
I
in a
saw it in a
vision.
dream. Yeah,
I mean, that
it
came to
was
me.
the. Okay,
Showed her
this
this
is.
thing called YouTube.
Uh, I don't like this. Hmm. I don't want to waste another day, but perhaps I bring it up that perhaps we should travel this by night.
Eagles have excellent night vision. Wouldn't we be at a disadvantage then?
I don't think eagles flop around in the night. I think they hunt by day, don't they? Uh, we don't have. We're not. They're not giant owls.
I've read the book about the giant eagles. Do they have good night vision? Remember that time I
Um,
read the big book about all the scary things?
yeah. Their eyesight is worse at night. Yeah, they don't have great night
Ah, okay.
vision.
Well, ours would be two. If we were to get into a combat situation. Yeah, I'm afraid we'd
Um,
be at a disadvantage.
I'm just. How tall are these cliffs, Nick?
This drop specifically on the battle map is that's why I'm not. Let me just look at it for a second. Um, Probably about 100 feet, give or take, maybe more.
Um,
Actually, probably more. It kind of like juts up at this point.
okay.
I mean, it's not like a full cliff. There, you can sort of given enough
Yeah,
time,
being
you could
being
actually
pushed off is not gonna.
scale the cliff,
Is an issue. Yeah.
and find resting points. Uh,
Oh.
it's not like a
Okay.
sheer cliff, but if you
This
were
is what we're
to
gonna
Shouldn't
do.
we?
tumble down each floor, basically, you're still taking hundreds of d6s. So, not hundreds, but tens of
Shouldn't we tie
d6s.
ourselves to each other?
And
Yeah.
all go down
So
together.
what we're gonna tie ourselves to the cart. And if we this is gonna be the protocol. If we see any large like giant eagles, we're gonna pretend we're one giant creature, like too big for
Hmm.
the eagle to pick up on the cart. So we're gonna. I want to cover the cart with our tent stuff, and so everybody gets in the cart while tied to it. If we see a giant eagle attack, because this is a super vulnerable position that we're in.
Wouldn't we be better off jumping in under the cart?
Yeah, we could do under the cart. I just want to try to be one big creature that the eagle
Mm.
doesn't want to mess with. Like it's too big to eat, so it just fucks off.
Sure.
I don't know if that's gonna work. Oh, but if we do get into the cart, we can still point our weapons out, and we can still attack.
This is true.
I guess not if it's covered. Uh, and then one person's gonna be in front of the cart pulling it while we jump in, while the others jump in.
Mm.
Um,
As long as I have a decent shot at shooting it, we should be good.
um,
I can probably keep them at bay.
okay. Uh, another question I have about Theomore. What that levitation spell that you
Yes.
have? You said it won't affect flying creatures, even if there's a constant like upward pressure. Uh,
Well,
wouldn't it fuck with their ability to navigate?
So out of character, we talked about this, and it seems like
because it's not
Nick
upward
is on the side of
pressure.
no.
It's an anti.
Oh,
It's
it's like
more like
anti-gravity or something.
anti-gravity, and
Okay.
so any force that they're able to generate can just
Yeah, that makes
is
sense.
totally fine. So it's almost like
Yeah.
putting it's like going swimming. So you can
Mm.
still your
Yeah,
movement's
but it
obviously gonna
would.
be more awkward, but you can still swim, right?
Yeah, but it would hinder them to some extent, just
It would
not
hinder their
as.
ability to dive.
Yes.
So when they go down and they dive, yeah, I guess they wouldn't be able to do that. But
Whoa, it would hint. Okay, that's really cool to know. That might
Yeah,
be
because they would not be affected
really
by
important.
gravity.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, so they wouldn't be able to fly down, but they could easily like fly away.
yeah,
cool.
and
Okay.
if they were able to orient themselves, they could fly upside down in theory. Um, but again, they're not. That's different from diving. So
hmm
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I cover the back of the cart with the tint. You guys are probably looking at me like I'm crazy, but
Um,
I
he
I'm
says he
like,
has a plan.
guys,
Theomore is
Is
get
like,
there
yeah,
anything
whatever.
else
I'm
you
gonna
in
see a
the
blast him.
giant
cart?
eagle, get in the cart.
There's no
We'll
other
be like a
bodies
big beast.
in the cart, right?
No, there's nothing in the cart besides our stuff.
Okay.
Indeed.
Um,
I guess we'll just start
so
blasting. Comes.
yeah, I think we cautiously continue on this path, keeping a
Mm.
sharp eye out for any winged creatures. Where were the eagle nests in relation to this?
Oh yeah, like
Thought
they
you
were
said they
just
were
like
up on the.
north of the screen. Yeah,
Like
Okay.
close by or far away?
close-ish. Or sorry, yeah, close-ish. They're also like up. Sorry, these. When you look at the top of this isn't like the top of the mountain. Just think of this as like an abstraction.
Yeah.
The mountain goes higher up, and their nests were like in the mountain, so like not on
Yeah,
like
just
the
like kind of
path.
close, just like right over there, just on the north side of the map. Yeah, you actually see a big eagle right there, right now. Actually,
He actually just comes around and says, "Oh, hey guys."
Wait,
yeah, yeah.
wait. Since the nests are so close by, Theomore, what do you think about this? If we sneak above the nests at night, or maybe during the day, whenever the mommies are gone, and we lower
Mm.
a rope with a loop on the end down, a noose on the end, and we get the rope around one of the chicks' necks and tighten it and just hoist it up. What do you think? Do you think that would work?
I suppose they'd probably die if nothing else. We can just drag them up and kill them that way.
Do you think it would
Uh,
work to burn a giant eagle chick? There was no specifications about the age of the animals.
Oh, this is a good question.
I
This is a good question.
suppose, but these are gods at play. Then again, is a human soul larger when it is old rather than when it's young? Hmm. Well, you are right in that the soul of a creature, or the size of a creature, is not necessarily the determinant of its soul.
This is an
That's why
abortion
elf.
question, actually. is a is it considered life before it's been hatched, before it's out of the womb?
I think so. I think this is a magical place. I think souls. I don't think souls grow, do they? Is there conservation of soul energy? Can it be created, destroyed?
I yeah, the way I envisioned it seems to be that like in D&D, like the soul is based on a creature's life potential. That's why elves have the greatest souls.
Well,
Because
they're
they
pretty
can, in
good.
theory,
They
live
they
for.
might not be the greatest, but yeah, they're.
Okay, not the greatest, but like,
We have dragons. Let's not forget those
sure,
guys.
sure. But out of the playable races,
Yeah.
they're pretty sick.
Um.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have strong souls, but soul begins at
Hmm.
some point. Neither of you are
Hey,
clerics. This might be something for Cleric of Martha to talk
I don't have a
about.
religion proficiency.
Yeah, so this is these questions. You guys can have strong opinions, but is anyone Am I gonna say anyone's right here? No, you guys can just determine if you're pro-choice or
Yeah, yeah.
pro pro life. We'll see.
Sure.
when I saw the eagle nests, was there
They're
like a
large.
space above where the eagle nests were that somebody could theoretically crawl and like look down on the
I
nests,
mean,
or was it
they're
just
in the
sheer cliff up?
mountains. Like as long as you're higher up on the mountain, you can you can drop down. But like
Um,
they're just like stuck into the side of a mountain. So
right.
as long as you're higher, yeah, you can totally. The mountain
Would
keeps
what?
going up. Like this isn't like we're not at like the peak or anything.
Yeah.
It keeps going.
Okay. That was a thought I had. We can try to see if it works later on. I think we
So
can continue up.
in terms of like the topography of this whole thing,
Hmm.
let me just draw a little bit. So you guys, it starts off like this, and then as you follow like the river and get to this point, it peaks up like that, and then
We can't see what you're doing.
bottom left of the screen. Wait,
Oh, I see,
Oh,
I see. Yeah.
so this is kind of like what the hill is looking. Assuming that this is like a
Yeah.
flat ground or whatever.
So we're slowly but surely going upwards a little more
And then this is like a
over
more.
this like rickety bridge.
Actually, wait. Let me. Sorry, it's probably should be steeper than that even. So you guys are going up, and then this is like what you're. And so you guys are in this like this section where it's like not fully sheer, but it's pretty steep. Actually, it's probably less than this, but yeah, you get the point. Some
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah.
yeah.
is this also where the eagle nests are
This is where
around
you
this
are, and this
section?
is where the eagle's nest are. But the mountains
Oh wait.
keeps going up, which is why I'm just trying
Yeah.
to say when you look at this map and you see that there's like a top part, like it's not really
Like
like
the plateau, yeah.
it's not a top, it's not a plateau. It keeps going. It's a mountain. We're in a
Sure.
mountain range
Yeah.
here, so. Plus, there
All
will be
right.
peaks, and then there will be other peaks. It's not like one mountain that you're going up, so it's a range. It's a small range.
Okay.
So
All
there'll
right.
be various peaks at different points, but
Yeah. And we were aware of the fact that it's at the very top of the mountain. Is that what it said? Where the eternal flame will be?
yes, at the very top of the mountain. Once you go up the river and it stops being a river, you follow the mountain upwards, and it'll be at the top.
Well, no time like the present. We
Yep.
are
We continue
walking
on.
with our
Keeping.
cart.
Yeah, we're tied to. Are we all tied to the cart?
And I
Do you
don't
want to be
think
tied?
Theomore would want to be tied to the cart, but if you're insisting that it's really important, then yeah.
I will not insist. Hal will
I
just
think
say,
Eric is
he'll
also
offer.
against this idea just from, uh, you know, this could go wrong very quickly.
Okay,
Point of view.
I'll tie
Isn't
myself
it?
to the
Yeah.
cart.
Okay. Well, someone's pulling it anyways, so it's probably you, Hal.
Okay. Yep. I'll pull the cart too.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. So you guys are going in the morning, yeah?
Yeah,
Yes.
we're walking.
We started out first light, so it's
Yeah.
early morning still. We're headed up.
It takes.
Hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't take. You guys were close to this point, so you guys. It doesn't take too long to wrap around, make your way up, uh, up this side of the mountain. As you notice, as you sort of get to, just before you get to this point where you're making it your way up the mountain, you notice that like this seems kind of like a path, in the sense that it seems
It's
like
been traveled before.
yeah, it's been traveled before in days past, way before your time. But it does seem like a proper like path. Uh, and
Yeah,
you guys, as you make it up, it takes you probably about an hour or 2 hours to get to this point to get where we are on the
sure.
screen. Let me just turn the map grid off.
The combat music on.
Put the combat music on. Let me just let's put us in the mood. As you guys are traveling, you notice when you're up on this cliff that oh hey, um, away from the cliff, out in the forest below, but not below. You see this above. There is an eagle that is circling about.
Of course. Um, I think at this point we're not really looking to fight one, so well, Hal, what's the plan? Do you want to make
I tell
ourselves look
get
big?
around the
Do you want...
cart. Make ourselves look like a big animal that it can't. Well, would that just make us a more appetizing target? Hmm.
Mm, perhaps.
Uh, I tell Eric to get out his bow. Uh, I think I. Ooh.
Let me get my spells out.
Yeah, your spells. I think we'll want to just continue on at a quick pace,
Hmm.
making and keeping an eye out for the eagle to approach. If the eagle starts to approach, I want to have my spear ready to receive like a charge.
Hmm.
Uh,
Okay.
okay.
Um,
And I think we just continue on.
yeah.
But I want to know, like, as soon as that guy makes any sort of turns towards us, as soon as he looks like he's starting to approach or dive. Is he high enough to dive at us?
He's too far to dive at you from where he is.
Okay.
Um,
Like, too far over the valley?
yeah.
Okay.
As you guys make your way, or I can just grab all of you, can't I? As you guys are making your way and you turn this way, um, you look out and,
Yeah.
as I said, you see this eagle. And then, as you begin to move, you start to give me. This is more like a perception. If we had a perception check, this is where I would want to use it rather than a d20. So we don't really have a perception score. Let me just
Wanted
we'll
to be.
just give me a d20. We'll see you want. We'll go with the 5e thing, like 5, 10, 15, sort of
You want higher? Okay. Do you
like higher's
do
better,
you
of
think I'll
course.
roll better than you, Hal?
Yeah, you go for it.
Yeah, so you can
Middle of the
see
road.
that the eagle spots
Yeah.
you and starts to like turn around and fly towards you guys. It is
We've been spotted.
kilometers away from you, maybe like 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers.
Oh.
But
Um.
this thing flies pretty fast. So Just because it's kilometers away doesn't mean it's not going to be here within a few minutes.
I think have we turned around as much so that we see this like potential cave over here?
This thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I put the. There's no cave there. That's what the drawing's for.
Oh, I see. I see. I thought that was indicating that there was a cave.
No, that's indicating
Um.
that. Like, stop looking at this. This is not a. I did not draw this.
Oh, I see. I see. Um. Over here, at the very top of the screen, it looks like that is like a little like ravine or like valley between two tops
Wait, which part?
here at the very top, as the path goes.
This part?
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes between the two mountains.
That's where we gotta go.
I'll say, yeah. How,
Let's
Tariq? We need to hurry. We need to get there before
let's
the eagle gets
dash.
here.
Yes, we
Yeah.
put our back. So we probably, I don't know, maybe all of us or two of us grab the
Yeah.
cart and just push as hard as we possibly can towards the.
You said it's a few kilometers out. We try to, really push ourselves to make it to that.
Yeah. So first, let's jump into initiative. Um, we're gonna put this guy just on the map just for the sake of having an initiative thing, and I don't need to put it on the GM layer, so we'll just have
Sure.
this guy off screen, our little buddy here. Um,
Beautiful.
beautiful little guy.
Yeehaw.
We are gonna
Freedom.
Freedom indeed.
get initiative. I believe 9 is a +9 or +6. I believe.
A large is +6, yeah.
Although, is it a bigger than that? That's the question. Um, actually, yeah, it might be bigger than a large creature technically. We'll say it
Yeah.
rolls at a +9. So I'll just add. Where's my initiative? Eric hasn't rolled, so we'll put this at a 10. Okay.
The question about initiative: if we're all doing like acting in concert for the same action, like trying to work together to push a cart quicker, uh, and our initiative rolls are at different times, how does that work? Does like
Yeah, so that's a good question.
Well, I gotta wait for the slowest person, right?
I think. Okay, let me know what you guys think about this. I feel like if people should be allowed to do something on the same turn as long as like they're all doing the same thing. In that sense, I think like everyone's turn should sort of be grouped together. But I feel like there would be penalties. So like, one person, works as a +3. If two people are supposed to do something, they're kind of like a large creature, so they're at like a +6. And if there's like three people, it's like because the more you try to coordinate, like the slower everything gets sort of bogged down. You don't have like that flexibility as like one person. So I feel like everyone
It,
kind of does the same thing, and they all agree to the same move, but they have like. I feel like you guys should be at a +9 as well if you guys work together.
I'd say either that or we just go on the slowest person's initiative.
While I still feel like assuming you're all doing like the exact same thing, like everyone carrying a cart together feels like you guys essentially become a huge creature in a sense.
Yeah.
But like
would that give us any like speed bonuses in moving the cart? It would have to make us move the cart faster, right?
I think this is kind of like this is what allows you to like move the cart easily during like combat. Um
Sure.
yeah. I feel like it's more of a limitation than it is a
Yeah.
bonus, if anything. And
Oh, so
the second
mo-
part is also you guys are on a cliff, and even though this is a path, this is going to be hard to navigate. So you can't really go at full speed because it becomes narrow at points as you guys begin to
Yeah.
turn the corner.
I mean, what do we have of importance in the cart right now? Because I feel like if it's gonna be a problem of us surviving, I'd say we abandon the cart.
yeah, I think that's a good option. I don't think we
I
have really
think
anything in our cart. I think most of
it's like the
our
tent
weight is accounted. Yeah.
and some rations.
I think we
I
should probably
say,
just grab that and dash.
yeah, we'll ditch the cart over here because that gives it some protection from like being knocked over and thrown off. And then we just fucking dash.
Good idea. That's what we do.
Perfect. We run. You said it's a few kilometers away.
Yes.
Even if it moves really fast, like it won't move a kilometer a minute. That's crazy.
Well,
A kilometer a minute is really fucking fast.
yeah, it's not quite that fast, but you'll, you
And I
know,
feel like we should be
it has
out
its
of this
movement.
scary section. Yeah.
Well, do your movement. So I don't know why you're there twice.
Move 120 feet.
Yeah, you guys just grab all of you. Move 120 feet.
How
And
do
you get to
you...
this bridge, by the way. So this is before you get to the bridge. So move yourself up the 120 feet. We'll just put you all together. And this bridge, despite what it looks like on this map, is not. It's old, very old. There are planks missing. Um, and
How big is
as
the gap?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's also not. Sorry, this map isn't really best to scale. Sorry about that.
You're good.
I should really draw my own maps rather than I. But it looks so pretty, doesn't it? And it's what I want. This bridge, it's not that far. But we're probably talking about the same length as the one in Rhineland, which was, if I remember, what, like 60 feet. Rhineland's bridge is not that big either. It's about like 30 meters or so, like 60 feet, 30 yards.
Interesting.
It, which is a fairly small bridge, but you know, this is a rope and wood bridge. Any kind of the wood itself is like faded from the sunlight. Its planks are gone. It
I
doesn't look
think I
like
know what we have to do
you're not
here.
sure if it can support everyone's weight at once. As you,
I turn to Hal and say, give me a rope.
sorry,
You're
Yep,
being
I
levitated.
tossed.
okay, so wait, sorry.
Okay.
This was the first turn. Let's go into our second round of initiative. Okay, I'll
Sure.
start rolling for everyone. I'm gonna roll a recap of 3. This bird will go at a +9. Okay. Has everyone rolled in?
Not yet. Wait. So roll +3. Roll at 11. Great.
Okay, wait, why are you rolling in twice? Okay. Awesome. So Arik is gonna go first. He's going.
I say, Arik, try to make it over.
He's going to go 30. So that's 30. And sorry, we said this was about 60 feet. So let's just say 4 times. Okay, there's like 4 squares here, I think. Yeah, he's going to do a dex check.
Yeah.
Plus his dex. He should have enough dex for this.
Yeah.
As he runs across. Oh, and sorry, it's not just a dex check. Is this enough? Let me open my game screen.
I have 13 decks. I have 10 then. We're good.
Crushing. I'm looking for crushing.
I already had the rope tied around me for the cart, so I could just untie it from the cart and probably just hand the rope to you
Yeah.
like a balloon. Oh my god! But I only have 9 decks, so this is perfect. Or
Yes,
no, I got
and
11
you are
decks.
also weighing a lot more
Arik,
than everyone else.
Arik is running through, and he manages to jump over the gaps where the planks are missing, and he steps on one, and he falls through. The wood collapses underneath him, and there's like ropes that go from the sides that are holding like this. It's a rope bridge that are holding the planks of wood up, and he's able to grab and hold on to them, dangling himself above the river below, hundreds of feet down. He's able to hold
Shit.
himself. That's his turn.
Reek, hold
God.
on there for a minute. I'll be able to help you in a second.
It is your turn.
It is my turn, but I'm not helping him this round. This round, I'm casting Levitate on Hal.
Okay.
And if he gives me the rope, I'll say, like, I'll take one end of the rope. I'm not lifting him, I'm just casting it so the spell is on him right now. So he can still act.
Okay, you can cast Levitate on Hal.
Then I start moving.
Can are you gonna try to cross?
Yes, I'm gonna try to cross. But I think I may want to like slow down so that
So
Al
it
is
looks
with
like
me on this as
you're
well.
gonna need a Dex check -1 for the plank that's missing, the new one or the new planks that are missing.
Sure. If I have the tumbling proficiency, does that help me in any way?
I don't think so.
Because it's not quite a jumping proficiency, but it's, being nimble, being able to.
Yeah, maybe if you fall, we can help, use the
Sure,
tumbling
sure.
proficiency.
D20 plus
Oh wait,
11
and
minus 1.
Let me
With
before you
plus 3.
even roll this, let me
Yeah, I'm not. Oh,
explain the
yeah.
gravity of this situation. If you like miss your step, you can just fall to your death. So, you know, want to, yeah. I don't want you to make a roll and fail and be salty if your character dies. Let's just remember that
Wait,
we're hundreds of feet up. Um,
Above the water right now?
above the water, above the cliffside, hundreds of feet.
if
There's a very unstable old rope bridge. A reek is hanging from the rope, so any extra weight can be too much. Okay, I just want to show you the okay,
okay,
now you can still do this. We can still do our checks. You
real
muted
quick.
yourself. I don't know if you. Oh, okay.
Am I muted? Oh,
No,
no,
it's okay.
okay.
You're good. You're good.
Real quick.
It's not your turn, first of all,
If
but yeah, you can ask.
I know, no, no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
This is for Theomore. If I have levitate cast on me, um, do and if it acts like anti-gravity, can I move like laterally? Like if you push me across the gap, would I be able to like continue moving forward?
yes, but you don't have control over it.
I can always move you up or down.
Yeah.
Um,
My thinking is that since if you push me hard enough, you can get me to the other side. You can move me down, and I can grab onto
hold on
something,
to the
grab the
rope
rope.
still.
Yeah, yeah. Since the rope is attached to me, you can hold on to it, and then that would be like a safety line.
Yes.
Hey, that would
And we
pull
could.
you down though if you're.
Well, yes, but he'd be on the ground by that point.
Yeah.
It would
So
pull him
what I'm
down.
talking about is him pushing me from this side over to this side across the gap, and so then he would lower me down, and then I can
Yeah.
secure the rope to like a rock or something on the other side, and hopefully like uh, get Eric
Mm,
to grab onto it as like a
I
safety
could.
line.
I want to try to like, if he runs and he jumps, I want to like time it so that like while he has momentum forward, I'll like levitate him slightly off the ground.
Yeah, I'd have to do that on my turn. But yeah, I think that
Yeah,
uh,
So
but I
Theomore,
can move
that sounds
you
what are you
20
doing on
feet
your
per.
turn?
on
Huh?
my turn.
On Theomore's turn, are you doing anything?
On my turn, I'm standing next to the bridge. I've cast a spell. I'm standing next to the bridge. I'm waiting.
Okay.
With us connected with the rope.
Wait, did you cast it? Oh, was your levitate this turn? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. It's gonna be Halifax's turn.
Okay. I charge up. I run, and I feel
I
hopefully a little bit light, and I jump uh,
Um,
uh, across the bridge.
yeah, I don't think this should be too hard of a jump if you're levitated.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only
And
question
Theomore is
is
still holding onto the rope, I believe, right?
that
Yep.
that you're
Yes.
attached to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
because it's a
that's
long
wrapped
rope.
around my waist.
Okay. So this is 60 feet. You're doing a full move, so this is okay. So this is like we'll just say 20 just to make it easy. We'll say or 25. 25, then this is going to be so that's 85. So you can get to here with 85 movement.
Okay. When I'm on the other side, am I able to see anything that, like, is there a post driven into the ground that the ropes are attached to that looks
Yes,
secure?
these are, but they're kind of like slanted in as they're as the weight is like beginning to
Okay.
as they're bearing a lot of weight, especially with Eric struggling
So
with
they
the rope.
don't look secure?
Uh, they're in the ground.
Okay.
Does it look like I can pull one out if I like wiggle it?
You can
Does it feel
grab it
loose?
and like it feels a bit loose, yeah.
Shit. Okay, do I see any like rock? It doesn't have to necessarily be a big rock.
Give me a d20 for one that's in range and something that looks like you can put a rope around it under pressure.
I got a D20 for you.
This is intense.
There's no rock.
Shit.
Not in
Um,
range. Not in the range that you need. Okay, so that's gonna be your turn, by the way.
Yeah.
okay.
Does one of you, any one of you, want to give me that like d20 for like the perception? You know, probably.
Yeah, I think I'm looking back because I'm the one closest to the eagle right now. I don't see anything of note.
Well, okay. The eagle's getting closer. You know, it's getting a lot closer, but you don't quite know how fast it's moving. So, yeah. I'm not going to tell you how
Yeah.
many rounds it is away, but, you know, it might pop up on you. Just, you know, yeah. Okay, anyways, that's the
It's getting
Eagles'
closer and
turn.
it's getting closer fast.
It's getting
Okay.
closer fast. Faster than you think, but, or than you expected, but it is coming fast. This is the third round of initiative. So let's do our initiative. So Eric,
Let me think.
he's going to, he's trying to get up.
Because the question is, do I feel safe enough that I can make this crossing? Because if that's the case, then I can try to save a Reek right now with a levitate.
Oh, by the way,
Um,
Eric's not right at the beginning. He's probably like 20 feet in. He's probably like 1/3 of his way on the bridge. He's not
can I
immediately.
quickly shout, how are you holding on there, bud?
Uh, I have my strengths. I can maybe hold up for a little bit longer.
Can you climb out?
I can try.
Fuck, he's gonna. Okay, I'm casting a spell this turn. I'm gonna try to save him.
I mean, I'll just put the eagle at the end, so we don't have to reroll.
Ooh, worst case scenario, if everything fucks up, I have Ride the Wind, and that might save one of us. I'll go quick. Nice.
Okay,
If you're on the other side, you have the rope.
Theomore, it's your turn.
I. All right. I'm at the edge of the bridge, right?
Yes.
I do some silly movements with my hands, and I
Also,
conjure
wait,
the
where's the
powers
cart? Can
of
we?
the.
Did you leave it back like here, like at the bottom of the map?
We left it here, between this big rock and this other big rock.
Okay, I'm just gonna do
Yeah, a
this.
little further ahead, but yeah,
Yeah, I just yeah.
sure. It's there.
I'm just gonna say leaving the cart behind.
I conjure the powers of force, and I cancel out the gravity, and I make Eric lift up a little bit.
You cast levitate on him.
Yes. And then I grab onto the rope I'm holding with Halifax, and just as a general question, the wind, is it blowing? And in that case, which direction?
It is blowing. Let me go to my. Let me go to my world map for a
Mhm.
sec. You guys are approaching from the south, but
I have a spell that could also potentially absolutely destroy this eagle.
What is it?
Ride the wind. Wait,
That
no,
um,
would
it
be
might not
hilarious.
fulfill the weight criteria. That it would make it like essentially weightless and fall for the whimsies of the whims of the wind.
yeah, the wind is there. It is a bit windy, especially as you're like making your way on the side of the exposed cliff. But it's not too windy. It's a little windy. Um, Actually, from where you are, it's not too bad because you would have felt the wind on if you like look down to the bottom of the
Yeah,
screen. You would have seen the wind coming from this direction, like this direction, like
I can't
eastward.
see what you. Oh, sure,
But because you're right on the cliff, you don't really feel the wind at the moment.
noted. And that is a contingency plan, worst case scenario. But yeah, Arik is lightly lifted off the ground. I hold on to the rope and I try to make a run for it.
Yeah, being held by Hal. Yeah, okay. Give me your dex check
So
-1.
at -1. Yeah, so right now, just to set the scene, I have a rope.
Uh huh.
I'm holding on to a rope
Yep.
that Hal is also holding on to. Um, and I'm just dashing across it.
Cross the bridge. Yep.
D20. Yeah, plus
Oh wait,
13
wait,
minus
wait.
1.
But you only get 60 feet of movement. So
This is true.
you
Isn't
would
it a
all
60 feet long bridge?
right, but you're right outside of it. I mean, you'd be close to the end of the bridge, but you'd still be on the
Sure.
bridge.
Yeah, that should be fine, right? If I
I'm
fail
just
this,
saying
I'll fall
you're gonna
anyways.
be on the bridge, just at the edge. That's all I'm
Yeah, yeah,
saying.
yeah, and then it'll come and kill me, I know.
Give me your dex check.
I
Okay.
failed
Well,
by 1.
thank God for the -1. Uh,
Whoa, what?
sorry. You make it
Rude
about
as fuck.
you jump over Arik, trying to make it past, and that force of you jumping over Arik, you land on the next like board that's like after him, and actually sorry. Oh wait, and sorry, and you miss one of the boards that are gone, and just like fall through. Um, Now you have a
Am I
rope.
tumbling somehow? I have a rope, I have a tumbling, and I have
Um,
a heavy, strong man at the other end,
yeah,
holding
yeah.
on for dear life.
So, how? You're holding on. Now, part of me thinks that like, well, Hal, let's just give me just a strength check. This is for your buddy
Come
who's
on.
falling through. Don't fail this.
Oh God.
That's you have a decision to make. He falls. This is a quick amount of. What do you call it? A quick amount of force that's being applied to your hands immediately. Um,
So
you feel him
the
tugging down. You feel the rope
the rope
tugging
is
hard. Yep.
the rope is wrapped around my waist still.
Okay.
So
I was gonna give you the option to let go or not.
mhm,
But
Oh my
instead
God.
you can go with him. Uh,
mhm.
let's. Yeah.
Just for context here, though, Hal is a heavily built man with wearing armor. I'm a tiny, dainty little wizard,
Well,
with light clothes and nothing else on it.
his armor doesn't matter because he's being levitated right now.
Oh
And
no, but he's
any
been
of
let
his
down to
weight.
the ground.
Yeah, but he's not applying any downward pressure onto the ground, so it's not like any of his size or really plays into effect. Like he can pull still, he can pull you, but
Is
he's not
that
getting any benefit from like the rest of his surroundings. Like that's also what the strength
well?
check is for. Like it's for him to be able to pull you. We're not
So gravity's not weighing him down, but only my weight is weighing him down.
essentially, yeah. That's yeah. But
Um,
he gets pulled down. But there are other
Wait,
planks of wood. Yeah.
yeah.
So
I'm just trying to think about how the anti-gravity works if I'm being levitated, so there's no force being applied to me. I should be providing some amount of buoyancy, to or not
no, I
buoyancy,
would
but
say
lift.
how
you're
much do
not
you weigh?
applying any lift at all.
Okay.
You're not
How?
like applying any upward, downward, sideways force whatsoever.
Yeah.
Um,
'Cause,
so let me just.
um,
So we have like a bridge here,
sure.
and we have like our planks. And some are bigger gaps. We have a Reek who, if we want to place him, like, he's somewhere here holding on with his, in this little gap here. Um, you're, you make it probably right after a Reek, and you're falling through. And there's like multiple planks here. And we have Halifax sort of like fall down as well. You get pulled halfway through Theomore,
Yeah.
and Halifax, he's gonna get pulled down as well. But he can maybe give me a dex check to catch yourself on one of like these few planks. I mean, there's more than like the 6 or whatever that's on the field, but you're getting pulled down too. Maybe get a dex check to catch yourself on one of these other planks.
And I'm gonna argue that I'm being pulled through like a bunch of planks and rope on this bridge, and I have plenty of opportunity to. And I'm also being levitated, so I don't know. Maybe that slows me down a touch. Uh, I have a lot of opportunity to grab onto rope, so maybe I get like a
That's what
plus
I'm
four.
giving. No, that's what
Okay,
I'm giving you the check for. You
plus
get
four. Okay.
no, not a plus 4. I don't know why you
Oh,
would get any pluses or necessarily
because
negatives
there's
to
tons of
this.
ropes that I can grab. I'm like, I got my
I mean,
hands are free. I'm not holding onto a rope. It's just wrapped around my
it's
waist,
also
so I can
super
have.
sudden. You're not really.
I'm prepared for this.
I can give you a plus 1 because of all the planks that are here. And this is like something kind of easy. Actually, yeah, it is kind of easy to grab. I don't mind you grabbing it. Too much. I'll
Yeah.
give you a
Get a
plus
plus
2.
two, maybe.
I'll give you a plus
Plus
2
two. All right.
on this dex check.
Oh my
Now,
god.
this is just to grab onto something. You're falling. Theomore's dangling down, if he makes it. You can grab onto something.
Oh, that's
You grab
brilliant.
onto one of the planks. Now, can you give me a? And I rolled this before for a Reek, which is why he fell. Can you give me
Yeah.
a d20? And this is for crushing blows against the wooden plank. It's its saving throw. You, I believe,
Yeah.
need a 13 or better.
Wait, me?
Yeah, a d20, 13 or better. No bonuses, no nothing.
Wait, I grab onto. Can I grab onto a rope
The
as
ropes are
well?
on the side.
Okay.
And yeah.
All right. D20. God damn it, fucking son of a bitch.
So, okay, hear me out here, because we are in initiative still, right?
Yeah.
And this has all been playing out on my initiative so far.
Yeah.
But at some point, Eric is levitated
Mm-hmm.
and should have no problem crossing the bridge right now.
Sure,
Because I
you're not
levitated
wrong.
him up so
Yeah.
that he was like,
Yep.
yeah.
He's levitated. He hasn't
If
acted yet, but yeah.
when he acts, he should be able to come over and try to help pull me up.
Um. Oh, actually, you know what? Here's one thing. So we said that because if you kept getting pulled along as you're like sort of breaking this from the force of Theomore, there's probably, I mean, it's 60 feet. There's like many planks of wood. We're talking, because you're gonna break like one, but then are you gonna break the second one? Are you gonna break the third one? We're probably just gonna roll a series of saving throws, but instead of like rolling one for each, give me just like a d20, and we're just gonna see how many like how many like how bad is how intraversible is
Oh,
this bridge
true.
gonna
Wait,
be?
when that's true. He got. I'd be being pulled across the bridge,
Yeah, that's what I'm
like
saying.
down it.
You're not
Yeah.
being pulled
Okay.
down. You're being pulled
Yeah,
across before you're being
that
pulled
makes
down,
sense.
which is why I'm giving you like this. You can grab on, and then but there's too much weight, so you're gonna end up destroying parts of the bridge as you're being pulled down.
Okay.
That being said,
Um.
though, it's only the weight of me.
It's only the
It's not
weight
the
of
weight
you,
of him.
but it
Yeah.
Mhm.
and true, after every single one, the weight's gonna be less as like the force that you're applying downwards becomes less and less as like if you how do you say this? The first point of impact is going to be the hardest because of the speed that you're applying, but then after you hit
Mhm.
that, the speed's going to be reduced, so the next one's going to have less
Yeah.
force being
Less
applied.
momentum.
Yeah, less momentum. So just give me a few more saving throws. Just
Okay.
give me a
D20.
d20. So fail that
Oh
one.
God.
Give me another one.
Come on.
Keep
We're
going.
gonna say that like probably 10 feet is it in untraversable for this. Give me another. Just keep giving. Just keep giving it to me. I just want to see how if there's just a huge gap where you just can't
There's.
even cross this bridge.
It's. It's gotta
It's getting
just.
pretty bad though. Okay.
There we go.
Okay. So how many is this? This is
We did it.
1, 2, 3, 4, and on the fifth
Oh
one,
God.
um, yeah, we're talking probably about a quarter of this bridge. So maybe 15 feet is like the planks are no longer there. Okay.
All
And
right.
but at some point you're both of you are like dangling over like two pieces of plank on one side and the other.
Yeah. But we
Although
we we managed
one
to
of
reach
you's
some sort of
levitated,
standstill.
but the other person is yeah,
Yeah.
you guys are stuck there for the time being. Um, Honestly, I also kind of want to say that's your turn, but I don't know. We'll get to Eric's turn first. Eric, this guy, you've levitated him. He grabs onto the
Yes.
bridge, onto the rope, and like starts pulling himself
Follow
across.
through it. Yeah. Good. Good. Good.
Um,
Wait. Does he? Is he by me? Is he passing me?
he is passing you.
Okay. I tell him to get a rope out of my bag,
Okay.
and
If he
Oh fuck.
and
That's
gets
smart.
if he gets a
I
rope out
I
of your bag, yeah, okay, sure.
I grab onto the one end of the rope, and he grabs the other end of the rope
Um,
and takes it back to the other side.
okay, he can't take you the full way, because you're like doing this motion across the bridge is going to be a slower speed than walking, or it's going to be about the same, even if you're
Yeah.
levitated. So we're probably just going to cut that in half from, so he's
Okay.
probably only going to get.
He's gonna get to the end of the bridge, but not much else.
No, no, no. He's gonna get. So we said he was 20 feet in, so he can probably do like 30 feet of movement. So he's gonna get 50 feet in, which is it's a 60-foot bridge. So he's gonna get most of the way
But he
there.
has 120 movement speed.
But doing the whole getting into your bag is cuts your
Oh,
movement
so it's
speed.
halved and then halved again. I
Yeah,
see. I
yeah,
see.
yeah. Because if you do an action such as getting something out of the bridge, you only get half move instead
Yeah.
of a
Sure.
full
Sure.
move.
Sure.
So he's gonna be able to get to 50 feet. So we're gonna bring him to 50 up here.
No.
But
Okay.
and he has the rope that's attached to you, and he can help pull you for any strength check that you need. Speaking of which, it's gonna be your turn, Hal.
Okay. It should only be, since I'm technically weightless, it should only be Theomore's weight applying pressure to the bridge, right?
Correct.
Okay,
Probably even a
so
little less because you don't weigh the full 300, but
um,
still.
It's just
yeah.
it's Theomore plus the rope, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sitting there. I think I just start hoisting him up. I think that's the only thing that I can do. I don't think I can start walking back towards the other end. Um,
Yeah, you're about halfway. By the way, you're about
wait,
halfway through the bridge.
can I just turn around and since it's tied to my waist, can I just grab onto either side of the ropes of the bridge and start like pulling myself across? Because I don't have any weight
Yeah,
technically,
give me a
and it's
strength
just
check.
him. Again, he +2.
Yeah.
I it's gotta be okay.
You can't even pull him. He's dangling down. Yeah, I think you're stuck.
What is wrong? What is wrong? My rolls are
God.
horrible.
It's
We've
the
not,
eagle's
yeah, we've
turn.
not rolled our best.
The eagle, um, Theomore, as you're dangling down,
Yeah.
doing your 360 on your rope, you spot the eagle. It's probably gonna be here next round.
Yeah.
So, just letting you know, it's gonna be the eagle's turn. It'll fly.
So we
For
get
the record,
closer.
it gets 480 yards around. So 2 kilometers is more or less 4 rounds. More
Jesus.
more or less. So
It's just slightly less. It's closer to 5
slightly
rounds, but
less, but it's not exactly at 2 kilometers away when it made that. So I had my 4 round
fine.
count in this. So here we go.
Yeah.
We're in the
It would
next.
have been so simple.
It's gonna
But
be.
we've only ran for.
That was 3 rounds.
Oh, I guess
This was the third round.
this is round 3.
Yep. So
Yeah.
we're going into the fourth round. Everyone, roll your initiative. The eagle is coming.
Sure. But if it takes 4 rounds to get here, that means it can't make an attack next round.
There's always no, it definitely can. Although it can't
Damn it.
dive. Or actually, it's still high up. It can dive, yeah, because it's not like flying at you at like level. Um. So.
Fuck. Okay, let me think here. I can ride the wind, and if I ride the wind, I'll be safe. I'll be at the mercy of the wind, but like it was blowing vaguely this direction.
Ooh, it rolled well on its. Oh wait, no, it rolled average. Never mind.
Um, does
Eric, what is Eric doing? I guess Eric is just helping you. He sees the eagle. He gives a quick call out. Are we running or are we fighting?
I need to get to the pass.
Okay,
I
he's
say,
gonna do his
dangling.
initiative to move.
Wait, no, but he needs to get me up too. Hey,
Well, I mean, okay, it's still
what are you
plus
doing
three.
here?
It's still +3. He's just not fighting. That's totally fine.
Yeah, is the plan for us all to try to get me up and then we run?
yeah, that's the
Yeah,
plan. We might be able to hold out one round against the eagle.
sure.
While we get you up.
I
Okay.
get an 11.
Oh wait, why is your thing not? Oh, it is now.
It didn't update. It is fine.
Halifax, it is your turn. To pull him up, you might need another strength check. Actually, I guess you can't really move anyways because it's tied around you. So you're gonna have to need a strength check to move, essentially.
Well,
To pull him.
what I want to do is I want to start just hoisting him up.
Yep, give me that
Yeah.
strength check. Don't roll. Okay.
All right,
Thank God.
Thank God.
these two passed.
So you're at halfway. You can get your 30 feet of movement, and bring you pretty much to ground.
Cool. So I'm standing at the bridge where I first fell, and he's all the way.
Like he's like right over. You guys were like dangling. Like you're pretty close,
Yeah.
more or less. Um,
Yeah, no, so he hoisted me up and he could move back.
yeah, with the rope pulling you. I mean, he's kind of pulling you. You're actually, in a sense, using your movement um, also on
Sure.
Theomore. But you can get your
So
30 feet of movement, Halifax, if you want to get to the
Wait.
edge of, if you want to get to the cliff, essentially, to where
Go
the
for
Yes.
cliff is. So we can bring you all the way to the edge,
what the heck, fuck. Okay, so on the rope situation right now,
and you can be dragged, Theomore.
yes, and I can make it across the bridge too.
You can make it 5 feet before the bridge ends, by when your turn starts, which is now.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'll do. With the rope situation, I should be safe.
Yeah, should be. You're on.
Okay,
That's your turn, Theomore.
sure. That's my turn. I move as much as I can.
No. I'm saying like you're getting pulled along by Halifax, and so
Now I can move.
now you can move. Now you can take your turn. He uses his turn to pull you and him
Oh, I see, I
to
see.
the edge. You start your turn with your full
Oh, I see.
action, full turn.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
I guess I say get to the pass, but I don't want to leave Hal here. So I think I'll turn and I'll look at the eagle fucker,
Yeah. You look up
and
at
I'll
the
move.
sky, and it starts coming down.
Yeah.
It's Arik's turn. Arik is gonna make a run for it as he's seen you guys doing not too
Motherfucker's
bad.
gonna get picked up. Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
He's gonna make his way all the way over.
Yeah, I think I'm moving to like the side of the cliff.
Actually, he's not gonna make his way fully there. He's gonna make his way here and start pulling
Yeah.
out his weapon, but he can't fire or anything. He pulls out a bow. Actually, no. He starts just pulling shit out. Okay, it's going to be the
The eagle's
eagle's
turn.
turn. It dives down at the two of you. Now, you guys are you guys side by side, or what are you guys? How are we?
No, so I'm closer to the wall,
Okay, I guess it's
hoping
going
that like
for
it won't be able to pick me up and move in the same round because then it'd crash into the stone.
yeah. It dives down, and it makes its diving attack at Hal.
Wait. I can't do anything. Never mind.
Nope. And it gets what? Okay, let's see if this hits. It's a 15 hit.
No, 16 AC.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
it comes into you with its
Oh.
with its dive attack. Wait, I need to look at why is this
Doesn't get through your chainmail.
for its first claw attack.
Oh my god.
It's gonna take its next attacks, but these ones aren't gonna get the dive bonus. The first one was for the diving.
Does
Sure.
it get a multi attack after a dive?
I think so.
Okay.
First one's gonna miss,
Hell yeah.
and then it's gonna try to bite your head.
Interesting thing you're pointing out here. This is a very big creature, and Hal is pretty small. Does it really have room to like go for claws and then like okay,
Yes, it does.
hear me out like this. This means it's landing though, right?
It is landing. Yeah.
It's landed. Okay. Terrifying, but okay.
If it got its like score, maybe it would try to pick you up. But
Yeah.
it's gonna just stay on the ground and fight. Here's gonna be, and it's gonna make it screech. Here's its damage. You can take 6 damage.
Damn. Okay.
Fuck.
I can't take another one of those.
No.
Okay, it's going to be uh
Initiative?
initiative. Let's also change the music a little bit. The classic. Okay, initiative +9. Arik is going to be, I believe, a +7. Oh,
All right.
really.
Tell me about the shield spell. It gives me or someone um certain number of AC.
Okay.
Oh, fuck you, range 0. That's not good. Never mind. Okay, it's a range of self. Um, you're gonna fight?
Oh, wait, sorry. Um, sorry, my apologies. It doesn't get the bite attack because it dove. You're right. It only gets the claw attacks. Although the second claw attack should be with the diving thing. It just doesn't get the third attack.
Mhm.
But I think the second
That's a
one
miss.
missed even with a +4. So it would only be a 13.
Yeah.
So you're fine.
Yeah.
Um, I'm saying you're thinking we should fight?
Me? I think
Yeah.
we should run. This thing has
Okay.
the advantage here. We're not prepared
Yeah.
for it.
All right. We are some not running. Ooh, I could cast a quick spell to anger it to try to get heat off of you and then dip.
Can you cast and move? I can't remember a
That's a
ruling on
good.
that.
It doesn't say anywhere in the rules that you can't.
Okay.
But I
Yeah.
I think we're decided on. I mean, of course, any action you can do your action then half a move. I think for magic casting, you have to cast first and then you can do your move.
Yeah. That's the head cannon I've been using. So that works for me. I can then move 60 feet. That should be good.
Okay.
I'm rolling in with magic missile.
So, are you letting go of the rope as well, or are you holding onto the rope?
I'm letting go of the rope.
Okay. You're doing magic missile. Great. Is it everyone's initiative? Eric's gonna go first. He's gonna peek out. He's gonna make an attack with his bow.
Hero. Back attack, no dex.
Yeah, should be. Well, it didn't really get dex right. Um. Okay, this might hit Hal.
It's a big eagle, though.
Yeah, but it's a nat one. Let's see. Let's.
No, yeah, it could go like through the wings.
This is why it wasn't a. Remember with the frogs, he chose not to attack because he was afraid of
Yeah.
hitting you.
The eagle is so big, though. It has to be like
Okay,
blocking me
but
basically
let's look at these
all of the way.
numbers. Let's look at like it's a natural 1 and a natural 20. I'm sorry. Um,
This is true, but it shouldn't be a crit because you should get some major penalties for like aiming at Hal at this point.
it doesn't clear. What's his attack? It's only a +1. So does a 21 clear by 5?
It does,
Yeah.
but he's got at least half cover.
Yeah, that's true. He does get some
Yeah.
cover. It definitely hits. It 100% hits, but you take 1 damage
Okay.
as you feel an
Pings off of
arrow
your
go
cheek.
into you. Eric gets another attack at the end of the round.
Yeah.
Okay.
I shall
Feomore.
wrong target you, fool. And I pew pew pew.
Stressful situation.
And don't crit with it, but
Oh yeah,
2d4
you
plus
needed these.
2. 7
7.
damage, and I dip. I can run to there. Oh god, I'm putting myself in a dangerous spot here. And I can run to about here.
Can you see its health?
Yep.
Yes.
Sorry, wait. So
Flee how? Yeah,
minus
it's taking a
7.
decent chunk.
Decent
That's
chunk.
fine.
Okay,
That's
Hal.
fine. We're chilling.
Your one turn right before you just got shot. You have this giant eagle in front of you, that has clawed at you, missing both attacks.
I'm assuming if I no, I can disengage, right? That's a mechanic.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Okay.
It can choose to follow you though, and you only get 1/3 movement rate,
1/3.
which
How
would be
much is
40.
That's 40
40
feet.
feet? Um,
But it has the opportunity to follow you. Disengage is really only meant for, disengaging behind like cover or like
Yeah.
with like an ally. So
But it does give him movement without
it
provoking an attack of
correct.
opportunity.
It does give you movement without provoking an attack.
And should also point out that this is a really big creature with a huge wingspan. Like once he gets to this point, it can't really follow him because I mean it's too big. It would fall off.
Sure, whatever you think.
yeah. Yeah. Does anybody know? I can never find the weapons stat block in Purple Worm. Does anybody know what long swords do against
Yeah,
large?
I have. Let me.
D12, unless we're not
What
doing
is it? Longsword?
damage versus large.
Yeah,
Farming
longsword.
sword, I
It's a
think.
D12.
Oh,
D12. Okay, and I think that's more than. Is that more than the spear?
yes.
A spear is a D8 versus large.
Okay. Yep. Then I'm gonna keep my longsword out. Yeah, I'm just gonna disengage. To here. Is that the
Although that's a one-handed spear, I believe. But anyways, you're gonna disengage. It's a little far, buddy. You know.
right there? Oh,
Let's move you back a little bit.
right there.
um. Okay. On
And I'm
its
gonna turn around so I'm facing it. So it doesn't get back attack.
yeah, it's gonna fly up a bit. Like it's not gonna walk over to you. And on this,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. It's just.
and it's gonna be
Oh.
flying um right above the cliff, making in the air, making its claw attack. As it's
They're
it doesn't use its arms to attack. It uses its claws, which are its feet.
no, that's not the problem here. It takes off. It turns around 180 degrees, takes off, and then moves
It's not taking off. It's
in
not
like a
180. It's like 90.
how much it should have like a maneuverability
It
score.
does. It does. Yeah, I have to look. Okay, if you want, I can look at the. I know what it is, but let me just look at the
Yeah, sorry for being a pain in the ass about this, but
combat.
giant eagle coming, taking a really sharp turn in the middle of nowhere.
I don't think it's that sharp. I don't really. It's technically not really even turning much. Movement in combat.
Like if it's doing it as like a drive-by attack, going past
Oh,
and like
actually,
scratching him on the way, that makes total sense.
I believe it's in the
Uh,
monster manual. Actually, is it?
hmm? Let me check. It should be, could be under bird.
I don't. No.
Uh,
I just mean in the beginning part of the.
yeah, it's not got a great movement class.
Okay,
It's got a really
flying.
bad
Yeah,
one actually.
flying creatures have a maneuverability class. Class B are
And
very. They can okay. Class two.
it's got a class of D.
Yeah, they cannot move less than half their movement rate without falling. Can turn only 60 degrees in a round. Oh yeah, but these guys are okay. Yeah, let's do this. 60 degrees in a round and can make a pass once every 3 rounds. So maybe that's just what it's gonna do.
Yeah, because it has to
So
fly half its movement speed.
yeah, so it's going to what is 60 degrees? So this would be 90. So
Hmm.
it can go like this way, I guess, which is still like kind of towards you. I mean, I feel like it could
True.
fly a little bit. But it doesn't have the room to really. Yeah, I feel like it could make it here, but I guess just.
Like it could definitely walk up to him and attack him, but if it flies, it
Yeah.
it wouldn't end up anywhere near him.
Yeah, I guess
And
it
it
can't
might like
really.
crash into the wall.
It can't really fly. Okay, here's gonna. It's just gonna do its 3 attacks.
Looking out for you, buddy.
Okay. 20.
Christ.
1 damage.
Okay.
Chilling. We're not chilling anymore.
And then this is for its bite. 17 hit.
Yes. Oh my God.
So that is 14 damage total.
Yeah, you go
Um,
down.
I go down.
Okay.
Did
How?
you? Yeah, you used your heal
Yeah.
this day, right? Yeah.
Oh, were you not at full? How?
No, I was at 12.
Okay. How goes down to -2. Oh,
And it doesn't get any negatives to its maneuverability because it's
it's kind of yeah. It's kind of just yeah moving over.
you
It
motherfucker. Yeah,
follows
I'm
you, moves over. Um, it's going to be a Reek's shot
yeah.
+1, I believe. It's gonna be a hit, I
Oh,
believe.
beautiful. Beautiful.
Uh, Giant Eagle. Yeah,
Kill
AC
it
is not
dead.
that high, so here's his 1d6. Arik coming in with a good shot, -5,
I'm going.
and we're going into initiative. All right, initiative. Bo is, I believe, um,
It
6.
should be
I rolled
5 or
a
6.
It's a 6.
I have no idea though.
All right, Theomore, give me
You
something.
stay away from him. You no crits, but 4 + 2. Oh, 4 damage. But
Minus.
I move up.
You
It's
move
less
up.
than half hit points.
Okay.
It
Arik's gonna
might
take
impair
his.
its flight. I don't know.
Now there's a 1d20 +1. Ooh, Eric makes a shot for this eagle, but he, after being scared of hitting Hal, he is maybe just a little bit scared of hitting Theomore over here, misses his first shot.
Yeah,
The eagle's gonna go.
this is true. And I'm purposely standing a little bit behind here, hoping this like kind of small crevice. Like I'm not closing into melee with it right now.
Yeah,
I'm letting
I
it force itself onto this awkward spot if it
yeah,
wants to
it's
attack
gonna
me.
force itself onto the awkward spot standing above Hal. I think the claw. It might not even really be able to get claw attacks
That's kind of
easily.
what I was hoping at. Yeah.
Easily. Um,
Because what I assume is like when it's doing its claw attacks, it can like fan out with its wings to like get momentum up and then go down with the claws. But it's kind of has to like it can't expand its wings right now because it's on this small
yeah,
little.
I think it's going to. Well, it's going to expand its wings, and I'm gonna do something that
How?
probably feels well. It's on. It's standing on the ground. It's not fine.
No, this is true, but there's like a big cliff right here. It's like
No, I see
the
what you
wings
mean,
would
but there's
hit.
still like
Yeah.
about 5 feet. It can like stand on the ground. Like its wingspan is what makes it huge, right? And the body's still pretty big, but it's like standing up. It has some room, but it's gonna take minuses to attack for sure, or penalties. But I just wanted to you're at its side. I'm gonna ask for you to make a dex check, because it's gonna like I think it's buffet. It's not buffet. It's gonna do like a wing buffet at you, like kind of just and try to knock you prone. Before it's like
Does
claw
me
attack.
having tumbling help here? I feel like it would.
N- maybe if it wasn't this area, because if you tumble, you can tumble off a cliff.
Not as in like me trying to dodge it, but me being agile enough not to like get swept off my feet.
I don't think your tumbling gives you a bonus for every dex check, basically.
Fine. I'm chilling though.
You're chilling. So that was essentially its claw attacks here, to
Yeah.
try to knock you prone. And then this will be its bite attack. Does a 12 hit?
Miss.
Okay. That is, and we're gonna be end of the round, so we're going to do
Reek.
Eric's shot, and it's gonna miss. All right. Initiative.
Yeah, we're opening up with the fucking burning hands.
Does this hit Halifax? No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's got big enough wings that I can target something that.
Eric
Yeah.
is at a. Did I say a 5 or a 6?
Yeah,
It's at a
my
6.
the tattoo
Okay.
black islets in the
Give
palm of my
me
hand
your
flare up.
your save, your not save, your
Yeah,
con check or spell. Okay.
I'm chilling.
You're fine.
It's 90%, so.
Yeah.
And I blast him for D3 plus 6 damage. Minimum, but still 7 damage.
-7. It's getting low.
Oh, we got it.
Stay back,
Oh.
you
Okay.
fiend.
Eric, he's gonna make a shot.
King, come on.
Not even
Oh
with
god.
bonuses does he hit. It's gonna be the Eagles' turn. It's gonna now. Yeah, it's just.
It
Gonna
might
make
be
an
too
its
wounded
attack.
to fly.
Maybe, and so it's just gonna fight its way out. +3. Oh, sorry. Can you give me the Dex check to be knocked like
Yes.
prone? Okay, you
I'm
pass.
chilling.
This is gonna be the bite attack. 18.
Does it get any... It probably won't get more than a -4. Yeah, no, it hits.
Yeah, I don't think so. 4.
4 damage.
Okay. Eric, does he save the day once more?
I'm chilling here.
He's missing.
I've got
All right, and next round.
2 more burning hands. Yeah, we're fine. We're good. We're Gucci. And yeah, now it rolled 16. I can't. No, why would I want to make a melee attack when I can just deal?
At this point, you it's starting to screech before.
That's
And
fine.
you hear another callback from like around the bend of like another eagle.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. Cool story.
I believe it's your
But
turn. Oh, I didn't roll initiative for Reek, I believe.
yeah, no, not for a week.
Okay.
All right. Ba-bam. Roll it. It needs a saving throw. We forgot that last round. But
Oh, for its last hit?
well, yeah, make a
Okay.
saving
Well, it
throw
failed the
or
previous one.
yeah.
What about this
Yeah.
one? What's the D3 plus 6?
Burning hands.
For damage? Oh, and I need to roll a save for this?
Yep.
Does a 13 pass? That's the question. An eagle
No, versus spell, I don't think.
is a plus. It's a level 3 fighter, essentially. No.
Yeah, then
it's
it
a level
definitely won't
4
pass it.
fighter. Level
Still,
4 fighter have versus spell is a 16, so it fails. Okay.
we have shitty spells. Spell saves.
It takes 9 damage, and it will be incinerated.
Yeah, the wings catch fire and it shrieks, and maybe Theomore goes for
Good
a.
job, Theomore.
Ari puts his bow back, hearing the other, or he just drops his bow, honestly. Hearing the other eagle, he runs to Hal.
Yeah.
He makes his strength check. Oh, you're weightless. How long does that last?
30 minutes, so we're chilling.
Okay. He picks you
That's
up.
so I forgot. Yeah,
and takes you
while
back.
he's dragging that, I want to try to move like the eagle corpse. I just want to make sure it doesn't fall off the edge.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Well,
decently
it's
strong.
gonna
I just want to like,
be Eric's turn.
yeah,
On this next turn, let's go into initiative. Actually, he's gonna be initiative, I guess 3, and the bird is dead. Actually, I'll just put an initiative for you as well. Okay, roll me initiative.
yeah, sure. Plus 3. Yeah,
All right,
here we go.
Eric's gonna go first, and he's just gonna pull you, Hal, and he's gonna walk with you into this little crevice, and
Yeah.
you two will be safe. Theomore, what are you doing? Because
The eagle, is it just lying here on the edge?
it's burnt, feathers crisped, but yes, it's
I turn around and I book it
okay.
through the crevice as well.
As you see, there is a. Let me get my other token, because there are 2 tokens. Luckily, I didn't put you against both at the same time. Here's the other one, and it will screech. It will come. It will like look at you, or it's flying. It'll see you, and then see this, and then fly back up. Not to you guys, but it'll fly
Yeah.
this direction above you guys.
That'll show him. Not to fuck with us.
And it will end its turn, and combat will be over. Okay.
The skin of our teeth.
That was fucking intense. The whole like bridge scene.
Jesus, yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
I'm down again.
Yeah.
But
we can.
True.
You're down again.
I'm okay with the roll of the sponge.
The roll of the sponge?
Yeah, the damage sponge. That's
Oh.
what I'm every encounter.
I thought you meant the sponge that you guys have. That
I thought you meant the like weird magic item that we'd never used, and I was like, I'm not sure how that's relevant, but yeah, sure.
You will fight this. You guys can rest. We can pass some time. How much time do you need to get back up, Hal?
To get back up, I just need 1 day basically, and I'll be back up to at least half health. 1 day of rest. If we can rest this day and get health back, then
yeah,
you're not gonna get health this first night, so you're gonna need a full day, an extra day.
Won't he get like his level every day, or are we saying
you get
that
your level every day? Yeah, you're right.
Because I'm at -2 right now.
Oh yeah, so you can probably get up to
Yeah.
You guys can hide in this. There's nothing up here. These eagles keep this area I mean, there might be some mice or some small creatures that the eagles don't bother with. But you guys.
Theomore he hasn't got a healing proficiency, but he'll tend to people's wounds.
Yep.
Because he has an anatomy proficiency.
28th.
Not quite the same, but.
You can get back up on the next day, the 28th, in this little crevice here that sort of bridges these two like
Hmm.
mountainsides, and you guys can make your way up.
Yeah, as soon as I awake, I am going to heal myself, so I'm up to 6.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess we continue up.
Uh,
Yeah.
Also, if you want, can you just give me a d20 just for the day, I guess?
You do it.
I do it? Alright.
Yeah.
See, you technically usually roll better. It's just the fact that like I picked a character where I don't need to roll anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's just free damage.
Um, what you guys see is at points you can see the other eagle um, carry away.
God damn.
Oh, wait.
I hate them. They're so annoying. They know about our quest and they are trying to fuck with us.
Hmm. Uh, the other. Why is this not? Oh, that's really dumb. You can see the other eagle carry away um, two two eggs
Oh,
away from the mountain.
is it leaving? That's weird. Huh.
But yeah,
Interesting.
you guys can make your way up the mountain. Why is this?
Okay. Oh, thank you
Um,
for saving me. By the way.
Well, I mean, thank you for saving me. At this point, I think I've lost track of how many times you've saved me.
Hmm.
So it was the least I could do,
Well,
I guess.
you returned the favor this time. I appreciate it. If you hadn't held on to that rope, well,
My God, what a fantastic journey we have been on. That bridge, I didn't think we were gonna make it out.
no.
Certainly something to for the storybooks, for the singers.
Yes. Perhaps someone will once write a wonderful tale of this arduous journey. Hmm.
I believe it will be remembered by some, but some. Um, I have a feeling that our tale will be told in Loth Yugo, uh,
Hmm.
even if we do eventually fail. And I look to Eric. Uh, if we do
Wait,
die,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
will you? Yeah, will you tell our tale, or will you keep it to yourself?
a tale will be, if I make it out alive, a tale will be told. A tale about how some of the strongest and bravest men came to do this quest and failed. And it should be a warning that this prophecy is more dangerous than it is good.
I don't know how we've deserved him.
All right.
He is way too loyal to us and he's way too nice. But hey, I'll take it gladly.
There's going to be a big favor coming up for him. I don't know what it's going to be.
Bro,
Yeah, true. He's still thinking
truly.
about that one.
It's going to be
Yeah,
hunting a dragon or some shit.
It's gonna be
easily,
like, I
easy.
just really want some bear meat. No, I don't know.
I want to try jousting. I've heard a lot about that. That seems cool. Yeah. All right. We continue up past towards the eternal flame.
Okay. Well, you make it up, and this terrain, it's a lot more grassy up here, or like small bits of grass. It's also why is this not playing? Is your music playing?
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting. It wasn't playing for me.
Now it stops.
Yeah, I turned it off. And okay, it should be. Yeah, it's playing now. You can. Let me just take you to this other one. This place is more grassy. There's like some hills here and there. We're not. You're starting to get towards the top.
Yeah. Are there this much trees up here?
Yeah, and it's fairly spread out. Decent amount of trees. It just they weren't
Is
growing on the cliff side. That's all. The
is
cliff.
this the same day, the 28th?
This is the 28th. Yes.
Okay.
And what you'll see is you'll see a bunch of little critters eating, and these ones aren't.
Wait,
Gonna,
what kind of critters?
and the ones that you want. And these guys aren't gonna. Let me just plop them all down. Are you guys on the scene? Can you see this scene?
Yep.
Yeah.
If you guys want to put your
Can see 'em.
character tokens.
Yeah, of course.
I didn't have time to put all my. We're just gonna move them around, but they're eating
Those
together.
boys.
You see these guys moving all about. They're eating. They're buying. We're gonna put you guys at the bottom of this map.
Perfect. Did they notice this?
Maybe. Hard to tell.
But they seem to be indifferent to our
They're
existence right now.
indifferent. They're for now. They're indifferent. Sure.
That's the most beautiful news I've ever heard. I cast levitate on one of them.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, what does it need? I'll just roll.
Saving
It
throw at minus. Oh, it does. I cast another one at another one.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but I am getting these guys.
It saves.
Oh.
These rams are anti-gravity. I mean, that's how rams are. Have you seen how they go up the sides
True.
of mountains?
Very
These
true.
are anti-gravity creatures.
Actually, okay, but the 19
you
minus
use your
1
spells,
is
you
an
don't see their
18.
save, you're like, oh my gosh, these are more dangerous than the eagle.
I just gotta check a first level fighter what their or
It
zeroth level. I
feels
don't know.
this magic, and honestly, these two guys, it's gonna start charging at you.
No, it wouldn't know that it was me who cast it.
Let's see.
That's
With
not.
an in check, maybe it would have to.
It's not an
There has to be some barrier, a wisdom check.
Give me a d20.
Yeah, because like I'm casting it at a dumb normal animal. It's like, and I'm pretty far away.
Yeah, it goes ma.
And it doesn't necessarily feel the magic overcoming them. Like, I'm targeting one of these guys up there, and it's.
Well, you need vision of it, and it needs vision of you. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't quite. You're right. It doesn't quite. What do you call it? Attack you. Although it doesn't really notice you either.
Cool. Then we're chilling. I say something seems off with my magics. I'll be here on the way back.
Yeah, I think we can continue on past these guys.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys down with taking like a little 5-minute break or so?
For sure. Actually,
Yeah.
that's perfect for me. Let's take a little break, and we'll be back shortly.
Cool.
I'll see you.
Sounds
All
good.
right.
I don't know. It's kind of doomed. It's fine. We don't need the. Okay. Well, we're back into game. Hopefully, we don't really need rules for this upcoming thing. So you guys are leaving the. Are you walking past the rams?
I imagine we give him a pretty wide berth.
Okay. Wait, Tyler, can you speak again?
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, that's better.
Hello?
Yeah, you need it a little bit. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So you guys can keep walking up, and at some point, as it gets close to the top, you will see a path that goes up to, it looks like, to a peak that sort of plateaus at the top. You can see it, and you see a path that sort of winds up, almost like a gravel or a rock path, which is strange because the rock path kind of comes out of nowhere. It just sort of begins at the bottom of this last big rock part that juts out at the peak. And I'll just take you to it. I'll just take you to the map.
All right.
We don't really need our characters here. You guys can make your way up this path to the center, which is, and you can oversee a bunch of the mountain. Now, actually, briefly, if we go to, let me just take you guys briefly to the Gallon map. You guys are kind of in the middle. So when you're at the top, you can see the mountain. You can see this mountain. You can see this mountain range. You probably don't have the eyesight to see, like, you. Maybe if you had a telescope, you could see Heimber.
No.
Can't really.
As if you'd give us something that valuable.
Right, but I'm just saying, maybe it's possible. Rhineland is probably still blocked by, the mountains, just because of the angle of how you're seeing things.
Yeah.
And yeah, but you can see all these different areas at the top of this peak. You are at the summit of this mountain range, and as you approach, you can approach what looks to be, it's kind of what you see in the front. There's in this image, there is a stone floor with a bit of a broken, or no, sorry, not a broken, but it has this, it looks broken in this image, but there is this sort of shrine in the middle with like a bowl. Yeah.
Who is the shrine to?
I more like mean a shrine in the sense that there is this stone block with a big bowl rested on top. There's no
so like an offering site.
Yeah, like an offering site. There's no deity that is in the area. You don't see any godly markings. Yeah, the ground is fairly dirty. Rubble is in the areas from pillars being chipped.
Did we get here on the same day? 28th?
Yeah, the same day.
I guess I turn to Hal and say, "This is it then?"
This must be it. I think I cautiously, while keeping a good sense of my surroundings, I cautiously approach the center of the circle to look inside the bowl at the center.
Yeah, you look in, and it seems, I don't want to say empty, but it is. It looks like it's been years since this thing has been used of any sorts. It seems maybe some, squirrels or birds or insects have like moved in, sort of trashed the place a little bit.
This bowl?
In this bowl, you'll see some like nuts in here, and you'll see, you'll see activity that
Um,
looks like it's from animals using this bowl for maybe use what it's not intended to be used for.
hmm.
Reek
I
goes up to the
oh,
Reek looks up with you, um, and why? Or sorry, yeah, he just looks around at this
hmm.
thing.
I prepared a detect magic for today, and I'm gonna cast it.
Yeah. Um,
My eyes shimmer and shift color, and I look around.
there is something. There is so you see under a thin layer, not a yeah, thin layer of dust and dirt that's in the bowl. That there are magical engravings in it. Um, you get with
Hmm.
detect magic, you get like a percent of something, correct?
I have a 10% chance per level to detect which school it is, but I always get the intensity.
Hmm. Um, give me a yeah. Give me the school the percent.
The 100.
Yes,
I do not get the school.
you don't get the school, but you do see that this is some sort of strong magic that's
Mhm.
engraved into this bowl.
Interesting. And I
You
look around. Is
and it's
there
it's
any other?
underneath there. It's underneath like a layer of dirt and dust, so you can like sweep it to the side, and there you can see
Yes,
the engravings
I
for
would.
everyone to see.
Yeah, I think I would probably like have a cloth in my hand as I'm doing it, like avoiding touching it directly with my hands.
Mm.
Um,
Do you have a cloth on your character sheet?
I mean, I do have a bedroll. I could use the stuff from that, and
Okay. Yeah.
I have some paper. I have the living sponge.
You have the living sponge.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have some tarp. I have the tent.
Okay.
Um, so
Yeah.
yeah, no, I think I would.
You can move the stuff out of the way, and you can, um, you can move. You can start cleaning up the area. You'll notice that on the block, that there is a little plaque that's kind of been covered by dust and dirt.
Yeah.
This plaque has a little image of like an indescribable, like a non-distinguishable face, kind of like an icon of a
Sure.
face, um, with a hat on it, kind of
What's
like a little
this?
pointy hat.
Mm,
And
would
beside it,
I
there
take?
is some text in a language that you're not familiar with.
I don't know, comprehend languages. Yeah, no, and I only speak Sylvan and Gaelic. Well, that's unfortunate. Now, this man in pointy hat, is this like the symbology of this?
You want to give me an
Does it
int
give
check?
wizard? Yeah,
I,
100%. Oh,
so good int
oh,
check.
brother.
It is the same icon that was on the door in the place below.
A weird little wizard's hut
Yeah.
or wizard's cave.
Hmm.
This is a plaque and not a carving. Oh, so he's connected to this somehow? Interesting. Maybe. Or maybe this is just the sign of wizard was here. Wow.
This is Arik speaks up. Is this where you're supposed to? Is this where it ends? Was this the quest?
No, but there's something here we need to bring back.
What do we bring back?
I look to how the eternal flame.
Doesn't look like it's eternal anymore. To burnt itself out.
Hmm. What was the last part you said?
Yeah, you moved your mic away, so.
Sorry, I'm trying to. Uh, maybe it burnt itself out. Could we restart it again? Maybe it needs flame.
Let me look at these runes first. Are the runes visible even without my spell being cast?
Like the engravings?
Yeah,
Yeah, as long as when you move
sure.
when you move like the dust and dirt away, yes, there you can see them.
Mm.
How can see them?
Eric, what does your family say of or your village say of the eternal flame? What is it?
He doesn't really have a. I'm not sure. I don't. I'm not one of the village elders. They keep that information to themselves.
Hmm.
I do not know much. I've. He's gonna do a check, but I've never heard of the eternal flame.
Do we have any torches, Eric? Do you have a torch,
He does not have
or
a
Theomore?
torch on him.
I think. Let me check. I have a lantern and oil.
Um, should we try to pour a little bit of oil into the basin and light it?
I
I
want
have
to
a
look
tinder.
at these engravings. Is there any way or any chance I can like make out the meaning of them?
Do you have an Arcana proficiency or
I have spellcrafts. I do have spellcrafts.
spellcraft?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can give me a spellcraft at like a minus like 4. I probably.
Hey, I'll take that. D20 plus 16 minus 4. Ooh,
That's a good roll.
this is a really good roll.
Yeah, you get. So you know
Hmm.
that there was like a small section in class that sort of talks about the how like the evolution like the etymology of ritual, not just spellcraft, like not just what you write in your book, but also for like these rituals, these bigger spells that are casted. um so there's a change in like magical language over time. Every wizard has like their own style for writing their spells. That's why you can't just like take someone else's spell and just like read it. You kind of have to recopy it yourself because everyone's like a little bit different. But everyone's still kind of in the same time when you learn from the same people. Everyone has similar styles. How like we all write in the English alphabet, like we all use it like
Yeah.
that. When you look at this ritual, this style is actually kind of modern. This isn't that old of a spell that was casted.
Mm.
Like you can tell that it's not from the same time. Like and you're very accustomed to the style that comes from the university because they try to make the styles very similar. But when you look at the style from like the headmaster, from your teachers, you can tell that they're already a little bit different. You can see how it's kind of advanced. If there was ever an elf teacher, you can see that their style's very different. This style that you're getting here is not that old, but it's not modern either. I mean, I guess with this is a pretty good roll. You know, you're talking maybe only like a century or two or three.
Okay,
Like,
but there's those centuries we're talking here.
yeah. We're still talking in the ballpark of a century, but that's not that old. So maybe it could be less. It could be more. Yeah.
Do I have any, because of this, do I have any way of like looking at the meaning of this, or would I need like a read magic to do that?
You would probably need. I don't even. You would. Well, it's not like a written script, like in the same way that a read magic, like learning from a spell book is like the same.
Sure.
Because it's not like it spells it out for you. In a read magic, it spells it out for you a little bit better. Or sorry, in a from a spell book, I mean. In read.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
But
Interesting. Well, if I can't make out anything of what this might mean, I mean, I think I have to use a read magic the day after. Otherwise, because I can use that on my tattoos to glean some meaning from them. And so I'm thinking, I'll turn to Hal and say, come the morning, I might make some further guesses as to how to activate this thing. But
Okay,
right now I'm
we'll
at a
set up for
loss.
camp.
These
I
glyphs
think I
are
start.
old, but not ancient.
Huh.
That is
We
curious.
start setting up camp, uh, and yeah, I think we settle in. I want to study my finger calisthenics for elderly wizards book more.
okay, you
My
can do
God.
that. You can do your finger
Um,
push-ups.
when I did my the detect magic, did the entire shrine was the entire shrine magical or just the glyphs?
It was just, um, yeah,
Like the etchings.
there was more. How long does it last for?
Around per level, I think. It's gone by now, but
Yeah, it just.
uh,
I don't know if you would have caught this. Give me a d20. We'll just see if you catch this. Probably won't have to roll it.
yeah, it's 2 rounds per level, by the way. D20. 15 is pretty good.
Um, you see that this bowl was the only thing that is magical, but for a moment you get a glimpse that the pillars too are part of it,
Mm,
but not like the block. The block is not magical, and the ground is not magical, but the pillars.
I think while the others are setting up camp, I'll look around at these pillars and I'll inspect them, try to glean any sort of information from them.
Yeah. Um, you can like wipe them their sides. You see like
Yeah,
the magical engravings, but
using the
there's not
cloth.
much information that like it's beyond you, and it's yeah. But
Sure,
you
sure.
guys can
I think we bed down, yeah.
okay. 20 Hal, do you have any thoughts on this? You're supposed to bring back this eternal flame, and there is no eternal flame.
Yeah,
What do you think?
Hal is thinking maybe that uh, since he saw that hat symboled in the basin, he's thinking that maybe the wizard stole the flame and put it in the cave at the base of the mountain. But he has no idea really what any of it means. That's just his um, maybe guess, but he's really relying on the expertise of the wizard for this.
Mm.
This was a plaque, right? Not an etching of the wizard hat person.
It was a plaque. Yeah.
That was somehow like a part of it. It was like nailed into the stone.
Yeah. More or less.
Sure. Ooh, does the plaque seem a lot newer than the rest of the?
Give me an intelligence check, I guess.
Yeah.
They're different materials, so.
Yeah, no, of course. We're doing so well right now.
These look like they come from the same time.
Okay.
Everything here looks like they come from around the same time.
Yeah.
Which
It might be that the
which
wizard.
seems to be only about, looking at this place. I mean, maybe the writing is a bit older, but the place itself is it's about 100 or less years.
Mm.
It just means that the guy who made this would have been older than that 100 years.
Sure. This wizard they're talking about that moved in, that was not like 100 years ago, right? That wasn't generations ago.
Wait, what do you mean?
The villagers were talking about the wizard living in the area, and he had this little cave where he did his experiments. That was like a relatively recent thing. Like that wasn't 90 years ago.
Well, it was generations ago, which could be
Oh,
100
okay.
years
Well then,
ago.
yeah, this is totally the same fucking dude then. He is the eternal flame or something. I don't know.
Well, they don't see him. They said they don't. But generations ago, they didn't. They don't bother him. They were told not to bother him.
That's fair. I was under the assumption that he was like kind of a recent thing,
Nope.
but at this point, he's probably not even alive.
Very possible. Very
Okay.
possible. Well, you guys can spend the night.
Yeah.
Wake up in the morning, learn your spells.
Yeah.
Pray. Maybe.
Come morning.
Maybe your god has an answer for you. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe she doesn't.
One can hope so.
I don't bother her for anything.
I'm glad you don't.
I actually, I bother. I say quietly, Lily, can you read?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't think so. Let's see what she can do. Nope. I can't read.
Oh darn, neither can I.
Hmm.
I was hoping I could read this book. Hmm. You don't know what this word says?
She looks at it. No. I can go get it translated for you, maybe.
Into what?
Whatever you speak.
Worry. Translate it into speech. If you can make it into an audiobook.
No, that's okay. Thank you, though. What do you think about this flame? That basin? What's going on with that, you think?
I don't really know. I don't think our people come up here often. That I know
Oh.
of.
You've never heard of an eternal flame before?
Not one here, no. I'm only like, wait, how old are you? How?
I'm 35, I think, or 34.
He says, I'm only 35 years old.
You're only 35? I just assumed that you'd be like 200 or something.
No, we we don't actually live that long.
Oh. Why are you only 35?
Well, why are you only 35?
I mean, I should say, okay, good point. Why are you 35 when I am 35? That can't be a coincidence.
um, no, I was when I was born, I was born at the same time as you.
Yeah, why? Wait, what?
I I think it was just destiny. I was born and then I was given the task to work with you. And then wait
When were you
until
given the...
when you were born.
You've been with me my entire life?
No, no, no. I only came to you recently because I was just meant to be on call until you were ready.
Oh, okay. Um,
Which didn't happen until recently.
yeah, I kind of messed around a lot growing up. I don't think I really paid attention to more
But
important things.
I looked around this area and there's no friends to be met here.
What about enemies that are, you know, hard to
Well,
see?
there's the occasional wasps, and those guys are pretty mean. We don't get along with them.
Can Lily,
Mm-hmm.
can I do anything for you?
I need to get paid at some point. I like getting paid in fruit. So if you can get fruit, but if not, I can always actually, now that I think about it, I do need fruit would be nice. Or just me going off and doing tasks so I can make my make my living or my I need to
Uh,
eat.
Okay. Can you eat dried fruit?
Uh she thinks to herself. I don't know, maybe? I've never tried it.
I pull out raisins and give a raisin to her.
Yeah.
I'm sure I have raisins.
Yeah, she can munch on a raisin. It's like the size of her head, so she'll put it in like. Well, she doesn't have pockets, but she'll put it somewhere.
I'm sure you prefer fresh fruit, and I'll get you some as
Mhm.
soon as I can find some. Hopefully that'll work for now. Um, Let me know if there's anything more I can do for you.
Nope. It's more like what I can do for you, at least for now.
Okay. Um, well, if you don't know, if you
And you
can't
know what?
read,
She can tell you what she can do, what she can
uh-huh.
So, her abilities are she can become invisible at will. She can detect good and evil within 50 yards. She can cast dancing lights once per day. She can cast expeditious retreat on herself once per day. She can cast fairy fire once per day. And she can cast locate object at will. Um, but this costs her a lot of like energy, like a lot of physical energy to do. So it's less of a spell, and then she can also cast suggestion, but it's telepathic once per day. Which
Wow.
when Theomore comes back, I'll let him know that. Wait, are you there, Theomore? So there was a time when Theomore had a suggestion with the leprechaun, I
Oh
believe.
yeah.
A reasonable suggestion, and it was Lily casting that on him. And Lily
Wait, on the
apologizes
on Theomore?
on Theomore.
Right, okay. Yeah, I remember that. Um
Just like to chill out or something.
Yeah, she told you to chill
Yeah.
out, basically. And it was a suggestion, and it's telepathic. That's why you heard it in your head and you didn't hear it like
Oh
outside.
yeah.
Yeah. So that was her. So
Ooh.
that's
Yeah.
her abilities.
Is
Um,
she like a pixie or a fairy?
yeah, more or less. Not the same. It's not like by the monster manual, but essentially yes.
Sure. Hmm.
Um,
Alright.
Lily,
Mm-hmm.
can you see if there's any evil or good around here?
She casts it. She goes, mm-hmm.
Ha yeah, you can be honest. Where is the evil around here, and where is the good?
Points towards your chest.
Yeah, she. Well, there's not really good.
What?
Hmm.
What do you mean? I'm there. I'm there. Come on now.
Are you good? Um,
No, I'm not.
yeah, I don't think so. And she points to you for the evil. How?
What do you what do you feel when you feel that evil? What exactly are you feeling or seeing?
Um, it just gives me the creeps.
Do you think that I am evil?
It's someone to be aware of. Well, I don't know.
You can be honest. You're not gonna hurt my feelings.
She says no in like the most unconvincing no.
No, you're not evil.
Do you think
I guess.
do you think you would be assigned by Fena to serve an evil person?
Maybe, maybe if it was to make sure that you don't do anything too evil.
Okay. Well, if you ever see me about to try to do something evil, feel free to tap me on my shoulder or something more to try and stop me from doing something evil.
Okay, I'll try.
Okay. I'm gonna
But
hold you to
if
it.
I do it, try not to resist it.
Deal. And I'll stick out my hand
Because
to
she
shake
can
her
cast
hand.
suggestion at you, and if you choose to fail the save, you can fail the save. Although
Hmm.
you can always just choose not to fail the save, so it's kind of like up to you still. But if you want to make that
May-
promise, you can make that promise.
Maybe you can be my conscience, Lily, to prevent me from making any mistakes. And I shake her hand.
You see like a wave of pressure go over her face, but she'll take it. She's been a champ so far. Um, so we're on a new day. Theomore memorized the spells. You guys are chatting about this in the morning. She'll talk a little. Lily will talk a little bit more about fairy
Yeah.
life and fairy world. Um, and Theomore.
Yeah, it's me. Yeah, no, I have two read magics. I'm gonna use one on the bowl, and I'm just gonna, try to work out what these runes say.
Yeah, let's try to do like a check here. I don't know what the
Sure.
check would be though. It would essentially be. Well, you already did your spellcraft, right? I don't think you can gain.
I did really well on this.
Yeah, and I don't think you can gain. You already did super well. I don't think you can gain much more from these read magics. There's nothing else to be read here.
Okay, but I haven't used the red read magic before. Isn't the point of that to make
Oh,
me understand what
sorry, you're
these
right. You did.
mean?
Yeah, okay. Give me another
Isn't that kind of the
spellcraft
point
check.
of read?
Sort of, but not
Sure.
really, because it's like I said, it's not like it's written out what this thing does. Like, if somebody casted, if somebody casted, what's it called? I don't know. What's like a spell that lasts like a long time, like permanency or something? I don't know. Like
Sure.
anti magic shell's a bad example. Because then you wouldn't be able to. Let's say there's something. Are you really? But I guess read magic. Actually, I guess it's
Yeah, like
maybe.
if, for example, like if someone casts the runes to fire trap and I red magic on them. I mean, it'd explode, but like it would spell
This
out the spell.
this is like this spell. It's a combination of like different spells, as like many ritual spells are. They're not. It's not just like one spell that's being cast. There's like combinations to be used, maybe other things, other magic at play. You're getting a feeling that this is some kind of mix of an abjuration sort of spell, but also a summoning spell.
Okay,
And also,
but I don't.
yeah, it seems like this fire has a kind of effect on you can think about it as if this bowl is like a lock.
Mhm. Interesting.
That's what I'll tell you.
So what I'm gathering is that when I use read magic on like runes, you can think more of the runes like blocks of code. So I don't like it's not like a nice long text that tells you what they do, but rather like
Yeah.
it says locking mechanism, summoning. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it
I
seems
get a
like
bunch of keywords.
you will unlock and sorry, this is like a lock, but this isn't necessarily, you don't know if this is a position where this is locked or this is unlocked at its current moment. And as you sort of, I guess, look around, because you already know that the pillars you see are kind of like a cage.
Hmm. Hmm. With the rest of the time I have on the read magic, can I go look at the pillars? Are they also like
That's what I meant. The pillars are like acting as like a cage.
okay, yeah, that's what it says in their blocks. Yeah, okay.
That's what you're getting. But there's still like, there's no mention. I mean, unless there was a mention in the plaque, there's no mention of like fire here.
Hmm.
But this is the place to go. You know that there's no other place to go for the fire. So.
Interesting. Yeah, and it says nothing about heat or flame or anything.
Let me double check. I don't think so. Let me just double check this. No, but not heat. But you get this, but perhaps like acid.
Hmm. Interesting. I turn to Hal. I'll say, looks like the pillars and the altar, the shrine, are connected somehow. This bowl acts as the locking mechanism or something.
Let's take a step back just for 1 second.
Sure.
You're on this quest from this creature in the cave, and he wants to bring you
Yep.
back this eternal fire. And you come up
Yep.
here, and well, specifically, it was eternal fire. So this thing is not being lit, or it's clearly not been lit, and it doesn't look like it's been lit in a while. You know, because there were like nuts and stuff, and you know, excrement from
Yeah.
right. Maybe some bones here or there, like small animal bones. and there's like no mention of like a cage, or there's no this wizard was only mentioned by Eric over here, saying just like not to bother him. So and the quest is to bring the fire back. You don't really know why. You can make your guesses. um why
Hmm.
didn't he tell you to, like, why didn't he tell you the reason? Like, what is the fire even for? Like, why couldn't he
We
bring back
said
the fire, right?
he said to bring back the fire so he can burn the bodies of the animals in the eternal fire.
Correct, but I mean, you don't
That's
know what that is for. You don't know what like the whole thing is for.
uh-huh.
I'm guessing that it's like a Yugoleth is an amalgamation of souls,
Mm-hmm.
and perhaps this is to like further attune him to this area, or like if he gathers or absorbs more souls by burning them in the eternal flame, like perhaps he grows stronger, or perhaps it lets him like continue on living or something like that.
Or maybe this is his reproduction. Maybe we're making a new Yuggoth.
This is true. He could be
Because
doing that.
all these things I think are part of a Yuggoth. Um,
All right. Well, doesn't say
I
anything
want.
about.
Can can I try to just like light a fire in the basin?
I mean, you don't
They
have to
give you
I'm
ask
some
gonna.
me.
oil.
You can ask
I'm
Theomore over
I'm
here.
asking I'm asking Theomore. Yeah, I'll ask
Yeah.
him. I start gathering like little scraps. How about we just light a fire, see if that will get it going?
Here, let's try this first. And I pour some oil into it.
Okay.
We can
And
light
I have
this
my
oil on fire.
tinderbox and I start striking it and try
Um.
to light the oil.
Yeah. You. Uh. You start a fire in this basin after you've cleaned it out.
Yeah.
And basin's the right word? Am I using that correctly?
Hmm.
Um.
Yeah.
And in this basin, the markings begin to light up as the fire grows. The markings stay, the magic runes stay engraved inside of the basin. The markings on any of the pillars do not light up, um, and you wait. Um,
So
and oh, and a few moments later, hold on, let me just go to my map. How fast does sound travel? Does anyone know?
300 meters.
340 meters per
Yeah,
second.
sounds right.
300.
About,
Okay,
yeah, a kilometer in 3 seconds, roughly.
340 meters per second.
Yeah,
43 meters. Yeah.
Someone want to help me with the math? We're on the
sure.
we're on the. You guys see the map here?
Yeah.
Your what is this distance over here? 662 miles is in kilometers. It's
From
gonna
the
be
Tiny's
minutes
peak.
later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Minutes later, you're gonna hear a loud, deep roar.
Oh no.
Um,
What
What
have
the
we
fuck?
done? What sort of creature, like, what sort of a roar are we talking?
you hear the deep roar of a dragon from a peak that you can see, because you guys can see the other peak, and you can hear it, and it echoes through the valley between Olhaben.
Wait, what time of day is it? It's the 29th, right? It's the
I
next
believe it's
day
the
after we get.
29th in the morning. We're in the morning.
It's in the morning.
Could just be waking up. I mean, you never
Could be a
I
coincidence.
I look at Theomore with like total shock and fear, and then back at the
Um,
peak. Wait, how far away is this peak?
62 miles, so like what, 100 kilometers?
Can sound really travel that far?
Well,
I'm so
it
scared.
does travel this far, so.
Yeah, evidently. Jesus. Okay.
That's a big dragon. Uh,
That's
well, I want to get off this peak. I want to get off the peak.
Let's go, run, 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 run,
I,
run.
yeah, I start
Wait, wait,
gathering
wait.
my stuff. Want to start breaking down the tent, and I'm watching that peak to make sure.
Quick, someone, okay, how quick, okay, do you start running with him, Theomore?
Oh no, he's packing up the tent. I'm looking at the peak. I'm looking into the fire. You said the glyphs are glowing,
Yes.
but not on the pillars.
Not on
Just
the
in the
pillars.
bowl, just in the basin.
Yeah.
Is the fire unique in any sense? Like, does
It's just the
the
fire that's covering the oil.
yeah, does the oil seem to burn away? Like it's been going for a few minutes. Does the oil seem to burn away?
I don't know how fast oil burns away, so I actually don't know. I just like out of character, I don't know how to answer this question. I can like look this up.
I'd say if it's
It
been a
looks
few
like it's
minutes.
burning at a regular rate.
Yeah, okay. It
It
doesn't
looks
look
like,
like it's
but I don't know.
magically eternally.
But if oil takes like a long time to burn, because like torches take a long time to burn, if it takes a long time, I don't know if you even notice it really. Like even if it's been 10 minutes. So
Fuck, wait, I no. What have we heard about this dragon? Have we heard about it?
you know, personally, you guys, you know it in like the monster manual from like the one you learned about the region.
Yeah. Okay, what did it say about it?
Not
What
much
sort of
is
dragon?
known about Ditintis, or
Titantice? Yeah. Red
Ditintis.
dragon?
Um, you
What
know,
color are we talking?
you actually don't really know much about him.
And does he
Um,
happen to be known as the Eternal Flame?
No, you know that he's not a evil dragon.
Okay, that's good.
That is good.
But
You like that?
you know but what would the book even have? Because nobody's talked about this since you've been here, and you would have never heard about it before you got here. So really, I think our previous player character, I only remember Sarah 2.0. There was something mentioned about how this dragon did in that session, if you remember, but I'm recalling for everyone. In Olhaben, I'm pretty sure I remember saying that this place used to be sort of, I don't want to say ran by Ditantis, but they were at like his mercy, sort of thing.
Cute.
But he was
Sick.
more benevolent a lot of the time. But then he went away and he's been gone for a long time, so you know, maybe he's back now. Who knows? And from the book, because you know, this book would be collected by a real person, and it's not like they just make notes about his existence, and that he stays. He doesn't go beyond. He doesn't go beyond this mountain ridge. So he sort of like stays in this area. Like this is kind of his area, his domain. Maybe a bit more south, but we're kind of just cut off with the map.
What color is he?
They're not sure because the only writings would have been. They know all they know is that he's not evil. That's really.
Does he breathe fire?
They don't really know that, because the person writing the book would have only gotten accounts from like local people, and those local
Person writing the
people
book has done shitty research.
Yeah, it wouldn't have. Well, it's not like he
We
can go
hate
up
him.
and just like ask for the dude. So this would have been like some scholar who just like get some notes from, the
Idiot
people living
scholar.
nearby.
Hate him.
And so
I
people
turn
are
to
going to know
Hal.
more about other monsters who frequent more often. And plus, this is generations ago, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I turn to Hal and just say, the eternal flame, and look towards the mountain.
What is the dragon? How are we supposed to bring a dragon back?
Look at these. Look at the pillars. They're something about a cage. It's to keep something inside here.
Uh,
I'm not
I
sure,
I
but
grabbed the lantern. I grabbed the
this is more than
lantern
we bargained for.
and I put the lantern in the basin with the fire, and I say, "Get in the lantern, fire."
Um,
Wait, what?
I guess maybe the little candle in the lantern catches
In
on
Hal's
fire.
in Hal's mind, so in Hal's mind, he
Yeah,
was supposed to go up and collect, like, put fire into like a fire receptacle, and so he's like, well, maybe this is the way it works, and
yeah.
so
I mean, I think it's easy enough for the flame after a few moments to catch. There can get a light inside the lantern.
okay,
It's not eternal, Hal. This is not the eternal flame.
well, we got to get off this mountain peak. I don't know
Wait,
what's gonna happen. I don't know if that dragon's coming over here, but if he does, I don't
if he
want to be
does, we're
around.
dead either way. He's not known to be evil. It's just if we see him, we can run. But
Okay, but I'm breaking camp still, and I
yes, let us
busy
get
myself.
ready to get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Theomore wouldn't say that. Theomore doesn't swear, but
You get the light
still,
in the lantern. Um.
yeah,
And I say, don't let that go out.
Okay.
yeah. I pour some more oil into it. Should do you want me to carry the lantern, or are you carrying the lantern?
I can carry it.
All right,
So
I'll
now
remove
we
my
have an
lantern.
issue. We have a few issues here. Let's just highlight them for a moment. We have a light. Might eventually go out. We
No,
have
it's eternal flame. It won't. Don't worry about it.
there's some potential it might go out. We have a ram body still to get if you care about that, and we have the ape body
Ooh.
that you have to get.
We don't have a ram body. We didn't kill one.
No, yeah, sorry. That's what I mean. You still have to get it. So
Yeah, we'll still have to get the eagle body too.
yeah. Okay.
That's gonna be a problem for another time. I'm keeping an eye on the mountain. Does anything happen in the mountain?
Give me a d20. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah, because I'm staring there. I'm looking. I'm expecting a big ass dragon to come out, and when I see it, I want to know what color it is.
You don't spot any dragon,
God damn it!
which is maybe a good thing. You don't see a dragon.
You know what? Yeah, you're right. Actually, it is a good thing.
It's probably a good thing, better than a bad thing. There's no dragon flying at you at the moment. You guys can put up camp. You can look out. Still no dragon, unless it was
Okay,
like above the cloud line or something. But
we would have seen it go up,
maybe.
so we're fine. We're chilling. It's good. Don't worry. We're fine. Um, oh, fuck, okay, so the glyphs, the runes, all the runes in the basin are glowing. Yes.
Yes, think the markings on it. That yeah.
Yeah. Um, I take. How do we move the fire over to the?
The basin is like attached to the stone block, by the way.
Yeah, could we try to like push the stone wall?
Way too heavy.
Can I look for like a handle or something?
Way too heavy. And no, there's no handle.
There's no handle.
We're
There's
talking
no,
like
and
a
it just
five
looks.
by five block of like
This is true.
pure stone. So
It But I guess that's my
gonna be over a
question. It
ton.
looks like it's completely pure stone and nothing else.
Correct.
There's no hole in the basin. There's no.
No. There's just a big bowl, a wide bowl, also a wide bowl, sitting on top, attached to the block, with a little plaque on it.
And it doesn't project any. I feel like there's something we're missing. I have a bat. I have a bat corpse left. One of the ones I pierced with my rapier. I'm gonna take the bat. I'm gonna put it in the fire.
Okay. It starts to burn. Um, its corpse was already kind of dry, I guess. Shrivels up. And you watch it just turn black as it crisps.
God damn it. Okay, nothing changes.
Nothing obvious has changed, yeah.
Eric, what do you know about a dragon that lives around here? Have you ever heard this dragon roar before?
No, this is the first I'm hearing of it.
Lily, what about you? You know of any dragon around here?
No, I'm not from here.
Shoot. Do you speak dragon, Lily?
I don't
Can
think
dragons
so,
speak?
but the dragon might speak fairy? Maybe?
It must speak
Okay.
Gallon if it used to rule Olhaven. Theomore will there are sticks lying around. He'll take a stick. He'll take a bit of his tarp and he'll wrap it around the stick and put that into the fire. And once it's burning, he'll take the makeshift torch out and he'll try to put the heat of the fire to the pillars. See if anything happens to them.
Yep, you start to burn your torch. Sorry, not your torch. Well, it is your, newly made torch. But your tarp. And you put it near the pillars. They're not making any obvious change.
I think we have to go back to Mutu and ask him what's up. Unless, what did we do? Why did the dragon roar as soon as we lit the fire?
Well, it was minutes later, but yes.
Okay, right after we lit the fire.
But it took as long as the sound to travel. Out of character, it took as long. But, you would have noticed.
Yeah, I probably don't understand that concept.
Well, I mean, no.
Theomore's is more kooky.
You would figure it out because of just lightning. You know how, lightning strikes and then you hear the sound later.
Well, I mean, maybe Theomore, not how.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
Why did we did we disturb the dragon somehow?
It might have been a beacon. I think back again to the different keywords I got when reading the runes. There was not prison, but
a lock.
Cage. There was
the cage it's not as much a keyword, it's that the pillars are meant for a cage.
Okay.
It's not so much that you're reading actual words. These are just it's kind of like imagine you're doing construction and you see like certain like right angles on like the side of like a board that's about to be put in,
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing. It's closer to that, and you're like, oh, this is clearly used for this, or like you see like a small hole like be put in like only halfway, and
Sure.
you're like, oh, okay, this is because somebody's gonna like screw it in like after they put something through, like
Uh,
these are like the kind of things that you're picking up from the read magic. You're not picking up like a word here and there.
okay.
At least for
But
something
those
like this.
things,
If it was like a read magic on like a book, yeah, maybe, perhaps, or magical,
yeah.
any kind of other magical, right?
Mm. Um, and so what did I get from this then? I got that the pillars were for a cage. You mentioned something about acid. Um, what else did I get from it?
I said something about abjuration and summoning.
Yeah. Abjuration is the school of like barriers
Yep.
and protection.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
You're also working off,
Summoning, well,
yeah, very little information, but
yeah,
yeah.
I think, did we summon him?
Or you said that the pillars were like a cage, and
Yes.
the basin was like a lock. Did somebody lock up a dragon?
How can someone lock up a dragon from miles and miles away?
I don't know. But all I know is that we have a lock, and when we set the fire, a dragon roared. Sounds to
Hmm.
me like we let a dragon loose from a cage. Uh,
It might very well be the case. And if he's the eternal flame, then, well, if he is the eternal flame, then he'll come here and we'll bring him back down, right?
uh, yeah. Um,
Wow, this might be a good. I feel like we're getting close to our 4 hour mark.
Yeah.
This might be a good time to end things off. I mean,
What have we done?
you guys can still like talk or think about it if you want right now. But I just want to give that let's start to wrap things up.
sounds good. Yeah, this is a
Yeah.
good
What are
spot.
your other any final thoughts or anything final?
You gonna go first?
Um, I the only thing I can think of is that we have to go check the cave with this matching symbol to see if there's anything else that can shed light about what's going on.
Mm,
Maybe we should have done that first to gain a little bit
yeah,
more information, because we might have
honestly.
done what we were supposed to, or we might have fucked up pretty big. But then it's
On
Mutu's fault if we did, because he didn't
oh, this
tell
is
us anything.
Somotu's fault. We knew he was
Yes,
evil.
absolutely.
Um, I think had I known that the wizard was like he was last seen like 90 years ago. Um,
Something like that maybe. Yeah.
yeah, no, but like generations ago,
Yeah.
then I would have been a lot more chill with breaking into his house.
Yeah.
Um, so I think breaking into his house is the number one thing. I'd
Okay.
ideally want to wait around a little bit just to make sure that there isn't a fucking dragon coming out of there.
I as I mentioned, you guys can wait around, and there you don't see a dragon, at least approach you.
Huh. Okay. Yeah,
I
that was
think
gonna
once
be.
that's
Actually, sorry, I sort of take that back. If you guys are watching the skies like the whole time since the roar, you will see you will see a dragon probably go into the sky, but not head towards your direction.
What color is it?
You can't tell the color from this far away.
How
Oh,
big is
come
it?
on.
You can't tell the size. I mean, it's like this small, like from your eyesight, right? Like it's. Or sorry,
Does it breathe fire?
You don't see any light come from.
Is it
it.
is it bright or is it dark?
This is true. We could see based on like there's sun out how it reflects. If it's a
You
very
see, like
pale color.
it's not a matte color. It's like sparkling. It's either like metallic,
Metallic.
or it's like a gem dragon, or it's something else that can kind of like sparkle. Yeah. It's not one of the matte dragons. Actually, I guess it could.
Not
be.
one of the chromatic.
It could be. I mean, it depends.
It could in theory be like a white dragon, right? Because that would also reflect.
Yeah, it could be like a white dragon. I'm just thinking like it's not gonna be like a dark blue or like a dark
black.
red. Maybe if it or a black, but maybe if it was like a bright red, like and its scales like shined like a lot, it could. Yeah, if it has like the ability. I mean, really, it's kind of like all of them except like. I mean, it's definitely not brown because I don't even think those fly.
This is true.
But yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. I don't know what we did, but I have a feeling that we did something.
We sure let that dragon loose.
Yeah. I need to know what Mutu is up to now. He didn't mention anything about a dragon. Jesus.
I swear to you, we're gonna go there and we're like, hey, there's a dragon on the loose. He's like, yeah, that was the Eternal Flame. Did you guys not realize that? He's gonna do it dirty like that.
You also know that like not all dragons breathe fire, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That is why we were trying to ask about the color, and you wouldn't want to give it to us.
Yeah.
If it's not a red, that would leave, I believe, only a brass and a gold. I think those are the only other
That might
fire
be
breathers.
the case, actually. Yeah.
Um.
Yeah. This white is frost.
No,
Blue is
brass.
lightning.
Brass does
Sleep gas.
Yeah.
Well, they breathe. Have two breath weapons: sleeping gas and fire that can go in a straight line. I believe.
No, it's blistering desert heat. It's not fire.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe that's fifth edition that I was thinking of.
Maybe, yeah. But yeah.
Okay. Spooky. It could, in theory, probably be some like crystal thing.
Okay, so let's so just for planning, are you guys are not sticking around? You guys are making your way. Are you guys gonna do are you guys gonna try to get the ape back and the ram back?
Well, I think we have to figure out because I feel like these.
I'm kind of asking: are you abandoning the quest? That's sort of.
We're not gonna like fuck off somewhere, but we're gonna head down, probably inspect the wizard house on the way back, and ask Mutu some fucking questions.
Yeah.
Like, hey, bro, what the fuck? What gives?
Big questions coming in for him. Yeah, so I don't think we're abandoning the quest just yet.
Okay. Well, in that case, you still have to kill the ram. And you still have to find an ape body.
We've spent the night. I'll levitate one. We can roll for it now if you want to. I'll levitate one. It'll smash down, then we carry it.
We are not overlooking the ram combat section. All of them are deadly combat situations. I just want to let you know. Except the bat one. The bat one was actually.
Yeah, I was gonna be like the bat one.
I mean, if I didn't roll 13 on my bats out of D100, it could have been deadly. But
True.
But anyways, Okay, I think that's where we will end off. I'm just going to.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome. We
Thank you
do an
for.
experience.
Oh,
Oh,
true.
actually, true. Let's do experience. Let's come back. Okay. What did you
We
guys
should get.
kill? You killed an eagle. Congrats.
We did kill a big eagle.
The eagle wasn't actually. These are a lot less XP than you think they are. Session 13. That's when I made all these things. The
But I cast a
eagle.
bunch of spells. I cast so many spells.
Yeah. So the eagle was 420. Nice. Divided by 3. So that is. Uh, oh my gosh. 420 divided by 3. So you can each get 140
Mm-hmm.
for the eagle. It was a 4 hit die creature, so the fighter you can take what's 4 times 3 is 12, so you can take 120. Let me open up Eric.
Yeah.
We can do 420 plus.
Sure.
Okay. What else was there?
Not counting the 2 levitates that I failed
Yep.
on the Rams, I have 10 spell levels counted.
Really? Wait. What did you cast?
So, 2 for 1 levitate to get Halacross, 1 for the levitate to save Eric, 2 magic missiles against
Yep.
the
Eagle.
big bad, then 2
Burning hands.
the flame thing.
Burning hands.
Burning, thank you. Yes, yes. 1 for detect magic of the area and 1 for read magic.
That's 8.
2 plus 2, but it's 2 spell levels per levitate.
Oh. Okay. Sure. Yeah. So how much is that
Yeah.
total? 800 or something? Or no, 400?
No, 500 because it's 50 per spell level.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can get your 500.
Perfect. I feel like there should be some quest XP, right? We got to the top of the mountain. We
Yeah, but here's the thing. You did get to the top. I think we should give you the quest XP when you finish this whole thing, which would be after Mutu.
not even some like slight partial.
Should we defeat the dragon and?
Yeah, the thing is, yeah, I plus you don't even have like the ram body yet, and you don't have the ape body, so
The eagle body.
or the eagle body. Technically, it's still on like the side of the cliff. Um, so, and you have the cart back there as well. So I think I think in that case we're gonna leave the quest XP. We're gonna give a nice quest XP because this has been like a whole thing. After the confrontation with Mutu, or after like you wrap it all up, because
Okay.
you know it's
What he's
this is
saying?
kind of like its own isolated quest. It's not like it's
Sure.
we,
What you're saying
we
is we
can
fucked
end
up
it
the
nicely.
ritual
That
badly.
all I'm saying is it's not like the quest in Rhineland where they kind of just keep going. Like this does have like a clear like sort
Sure,
of
sure,
ending.
sure.
So,
Okay.
yeah,
All right. Is there any
awesome.
other neat way we get XP here, or shall we?
Um, any ideas that save like the party or like anything really
I feel
good?
like my
Roleplay was a
my
little low on this one. It was mostly like more
it's true.
investigatory. I think that's
Yeah, I feel like my whole plan with the levitate spell and the tying of ropes um worked okay.
no. I feel like it almost well. I feel like
It's also really
I feel
funny.
like you get the XP for the casting
Yeah,
spells, anyways.
sure.
It's like,
It was a
oh, my
reach.
magic missile was the thing that killed the beast. I should get extra for because it saved the party. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of anything. I think that's it for now.
Yeah.
But we're gonna get a big payday when it comes.
what's the
True.
Sorry, what XP do you hit level 3? Do you know?
At level 3, it's 4,500.
It's
At
45.
level,
Okay.
yeah,
He's level 3.
No, I know. I'm just doing this for.
that's for paladin. For fighter, oh yeah, for fighter ranger or paladin ranger, it's 4,500.
Yeah, just because
And for
Rick
a
is
fighter,
getting
it's
some XP here.
4,000.
Plus
Oh.
240. That's from last, and then plus 200. Okay, so he's still his new XP total is 4,250. He's not getting any like quest XP or
Sure.
anything like you guys are. If you guys want, do you guys just want to have his stat block down? I just have it written down. I don't have it
Yeah, I think it'd be nice if we can have like maybe a character sheet for him that's like in common for all of us.
Yeah, I can give you guys let's just do that right now before I forget.
Sure. Sounds good.
Add character. We are gonna call him. Can be edited by all players, and should be in all your players' journal. And then wait, let me just write Eric. Oh, too many E's. Okay, I'll just do his stats real quick. But his attributes are: his strength is 13, his dex is 13, his con is 14, his int is 11, his willpower is 14, and his charisma is 13.
Better stats than me.
And his HP is 7. He rolled bad on his HP.
I guess that's the one thing I've got really good at. What XP total you at? How? Or
Uh, it is 8,271.
ooh.
And he's at 42.
And you need what, like 9?
I need 9,000 for my next level.
Yeah, I'm at 7,839 out of fuck. I need 10,000 total.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's a grind for wizards.
So just
Wow, 20,000 for level 5. Jeez.
Yeah.
so just a question
18,000 for you?
about Arik over here. I know there's sometimes a complaint about DM characters. I'm not trying to.
Yeah.
No, I'm not trying to do that. So I don't mind giving you guys more reign over this character. Although I still want him to be an NPC, so I don't want him to be like, well, you know.
Yeah, of
It's
course.
gonna be a balance there.
Yeah.
But he's pretty loyal to you guys. If you want him, he can probably stick around after this. But you know, that's gonna be up to you. You guys can make that decision when it comes, or we can play it out when it comes. Maybe he will end up staying back here. You know, it depends how everything happens. But yeah, I just want to know how much you want to keep it as like 2-person party versus 3-person party versus again, if you want to have like your whole squad with you, like the whole squad 343, I think you guys are called.
Wait, what? I didn't know we had a... Wait, for the Sylvan?
Yeah,
We're
guys,
squad 343?
I think so.
Oh, I did not know that.
I wrote it down here. I wrote it down on like session 1. Yeah, 343. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Me neither.
No, well, that's your squad. You guys are squad 343. Every time a new squad is made, they just like add one basically.
Makes sense.
So
Okay, great to be back. Good session to get back into it.
Bro.
Very,
Yeah, no, great.
man, it's a lot of danger.
This is true.
oh, that
Yeah.
bridge
scene?
eagle.
Motherfucker.
That
And like
was so stressful.
we probably would have been fine if we just stood killed the eagle and then moved on, but we were so terrified about how strong it would be.
Yeah, I did not expect the eagle to have so low HP. Like,
It has
and
28 HP. That's not bad.
I
But
didn't
had
expect
we
it to
like
have.
started blasting it from the very beginning, we would have been fine.
I think so. I think because my longsword does
D12.
D12
12.
against large creatures. With Eric there shooting, you blasting, especially with your fiery hands, your burning
Yeah,
hands.
I think I dealt like all but one of the damage to it.
Yeah.
No, wait, he did score a pretty good hit for like 5, but still.
I think Arik only
So
did like 6 damage that fight. Because he rolled like a 1 and
Yeah,
a
and one of
5.
them was to Hal.
Yeah.
No, he did another one. He did another 1 damage and like 5 damage, I
Oh
think.
yeah, right.
So, yeah. We'll put him at level 2 for Ranger.
But the
If
fact that
we
we
can't
saw
get,
they were really fucking scary made it so that yeah.
Well, I only threw 1
yeah.
at you. But yeah, you're right. The other one had less HP, though, to be fair. But
Well, if we can't get the one that we killed back, then we can go after
The other one. Yeah, it's
that
totally
one.
up for revenge anyways.
Yeah.
it pieced out, as you saw, with its eggs.
Where would
With
it
its
go?
eggs. See, I thought it was carrying its mate, that's the thing. But okay.
No,
That
no.
means we can loot its lair.
True. Yeah, we could see if there's
I'm
anything.
writing that down so we don't forget it.
Okay. I mean, it's just an eagle.
uh,
I don't know what it's carrying, but you're right. There's
is this
Sash.
on the map? Is this the peak that we heard the roar coming from?
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay.
That's why I was like, how far is this? 60 miles ish.
Jeez. Okay. Well, that's gonna be fun to deal with.
You might
I
Yeah.
don't
also not
know.
have to deal with it. You know, this is like some existential threat. It's not like, or it might not even be a threat. It's, you know, it's not campaign defining. Maybe. Well, maybe it is, but we'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I
Sure.
calculated it. It'll take pretty much exactly 5 minutes for it to travel.
Nice.
For
Jeez. Okay.
there's
Well, thank you guys for the session. Good session as always.
I enjoyed it a lot. Good to be back.
Yeah.
Next week we're
Excited for more.